over for you. You're blown up. This was an absolutely foolproof plan. One of these guys, they're gonna walk in my cave and not come back out. Anyways, this cave, a perfect spot for this, okay? Directly across from this beach was the other island. I don't know who was on it. I had no idea, but someone would eventually see this cave from their island, and they couldn't help themselves. But for now, I had work to do. I had to get the resources to do all this, so I sealed up the cave and I started mining. Hey, look at this. Yeah, I found diamonds right away. But you know what? It's not that big of a deal because the spawn rate on them is much higher than normal. You can find them all over the island. That's how everyone else got them so quickly. Only problem was I could not mine them because I did not have iron. It was actually harder to find iron than diamonds.
I haven't finished a single one, honestly.
Me either.
Yeah, but you know what? Then I found iron, so no big deal. Got the iron. Made an iron pickaxe, went back and got my 8 diamonds. Yeah, 8 of them. Gonna use those bad boys later, but for now, I just made an iron sword, put down the cobwebs, and cut them up to get the first 2 pieces of string, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I needed string badly, and I needed a lot of it. If you watched my video, the parasite one, in that video, I mentioned that a crossbow was gonna come in very handy later on in a future video. Well, you know what? That's this video. The other part of my plan was to make a diamond crossbow, okay? I really wanted this thing, but I needed more string, and I also still needed all that gunpowder, so that night I went out looking for creatures to get both those things. Hey, but you know what I forgot to do because I was so excited? I forgot to make armor. Yeah, I killed a creeper, no problem, but wow, when I found this jungle cat, he almost killed me.
Okay. Okay.
No.
This is... I might die here. I might die here. I gotta build. There's like a panther or something trying to get me.
Don't die.
No, it's gonna
all of that.
kill me. I'm almost dead.
Look at this. A man stuck on a pillar with a bloodthirsty beast waiting for him. But fortunately, you know what? I had the stuff to make a furnace and cook some meat so I could heal myself. So I did that, jumped down and attacked it. Took a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage from this thing, but I killed it, thankfully. But then this, I don't even know what this thing was. It spawned on the beach.
Oh, what is that thing? It's like a box. Blades.
When I got back inside, I made some armor, corrected the mistake of the past. I don't know why I thought I could go outside without armor. That was just stupid. But you know what? I made it. Made some iron armor, so it was all good. All right, day 2. Getting closer to day 3. You know, the last full day before the killing starts. So when I was all healed, I went out. I was better protected. Everything was good. So I started slaughtering this bird. Good looking. I don't know what type of bird this is. It's a good looking bird though. But I needed some feathers, so this guy was he had to go. Then I killed some parrots. You're getting a lot of feathers killing all these birds. The jungle has no shortage of feathers. You're here in the jungle, no problem for feathers. But you know where there is a problem? String. I spent the entire day running around this island looking for a spider to kill, and you know what? I found nothing. No, you know what I found? I found jungle cats.
Jungle cats all over my island. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sorry, but I walk around a tree and there's a panther, a lion or something.
Okay, what's going on with this? How can a man spend an entire day looking for a spider and not find one?
Oh, Kim. Found one of your ancestors.
You did? A Viking?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It looks like you kind of. You'll have to watch my video to see this.
Okay, what was that horrible noise? Why do I hear horrible noises all the time?
I found out someone looked like you too. A moose.
Oh, because I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Spiders can spawn during the day, right? Because if they can't, I wasted an entire day doing this. Yeah, while everyone else was mining, getting diamonds, gearing up, I was messing around with an ostrich.
This right here is my favorite animal. I love this thing. Toucan.
You say it like, this is a crazy looking beach.
Oh, another storm. Love that.
Oh my goodness, what is this thing?
John, is that your house right there?
What do you mean?
Your little house. Like it was destroyed by...
We believe in good we can all afford. From coffee that opens more eyes to black business to 100 shades of beautiful.
by a storm.
Oh,
On the shore. Yeah, on the shore.
What does it look like?
There's like a... You built up with planks and then put a...
Huh.
Put a crafting table on top and then...
Ah! Where are you? Yeah, you near there or something?
I'm on my beach. I wouldn't be on your beach.
Ooh, there he is. Robert. My mans, how's it going? We're doing this, who can survive the most days thing again. 4 islands, each with their own biome. Yeah, 4 men, 4 islands. The rules are very simple. You cannot leave your island until day 3. Yeah, that's it. You can choose to try to go hunt everyone down, or you can stay on your island and defend it. It is up to you. You're in charge. Oh yeah, there's also all sorts of mods. We got like ostriches that are walking around. There's deadly creatures, you know, like alligators. There's also storms. Yeah, I got smoked in the head by a chunk of hail. I didn't even know that there was hail in this. Minding my own business, boom, smoked in the head. Yeah, anyways, you'll see. It's wow. Kim starts in this peaceful forest. Then there's this birch forest. Robert is gonna be there. There's a frozen one. Lagundo's gonna be there. I am glad I'm not on that one. Good luck finding food, my man. That is not good. I'm gonna be in the jungle island. Yeah, I've got no problem for me. I got tons of I've been to Isla Unga Bunga. Are you kidding me? I survived 100 days on Isla Unga Bunga. This is gonna be no problem for me. Yeah, speaking of Isla Unga Bunga. My mans, how's it going? We're doing this, who can survive the most days thing again. 4 islands, each with their own biome. Yeah, 4 men, 4 islands. The rules are very simple. You cannot leave your island until day 3. Yeah, that's it. You can choose to try to go hunt everyone down, or you can stay on your island and defend it. It is up to you. You're in charge. Oh yeah, there's also all sorts of mods. We got like ostriches that are walking around. There's deadly creatures, you know, like alligators. There's also storms. Yeah, I got smoked in the head by a chunk of hail. I didn't even know that there was hail in this. Minding my own business, boom, smoked in the head. Yeah, anyways, you'll see. It's wow. Kim starts in this peaceful forest. Then there's this birch forest. Robert is gonna be there. There's a frozen one. Lagundo's gonna be there. I am glad I'm not on that one. Good luck finding food, my man. That is not good. I'm gonna be in the jungle island. Yeah, I've got no problem for me. I got tons of I've been to Isla Unga Bunga. Are you kidding me? I survived 100 days on Isla Unga Bunga. This is gonna be no problem for me. Yeah, speaking of Isla Unga Bunga. Yeah, look at this. You know what that is? The official Isla Unga Bunga tourist shirt. Imagine yourself walking down the street wearing this. Someone's like, hey, you know, where's that? And you say, oh, it's Isla Unga Bunga. I went out there. It's good. Beautiful place. You gotta go sometime. Just watch out for those tornadoes and volcanoes and stuff. And you know what? There's also the My Man's hat. This is wow. Just take a look at this hat. But the only thing is that the Isla Unga Bunga design, it's only going to be available for 10 days. Yeah, 10 days only. Make sure if you want it, you get it within that window. Anyways, I got a link to it in the description. If you wear something like this, people are going to be asking you all about Isla Unga Bunga. It's going to be good. Also, if you want to see what Kim, Robert, and Lagundo were up to on their islands while this was all going on, I got a link to all their videos in the description too. Very curious what my man Kim was up to, sneaking around. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to a man like me if you want to. Enjoy more videos like this, and you know what? Here we go. Hey, day 1. Before I started walking into the jungle, just look at Kim up there in a ghillie suit. I was still using the zombie skin. Forgot to change that, so hey, that's good. Anyways, we started with some basic stuff: pickaxe, an axe, a shovel. There's some cobweb and an elytra. Never used one of those things before. Was very worried that it was going to kill me, but you'll see what happens later. Hey, so first thing I was doing was trying to get some wood, just a little bit to get me going, you know, and maybe find some food along my way as I run around the island. But there was already a problem, already facing issues, you know, immediately. A storm was rolling in, and I noticed, yeah, I was taking damage.
Okay.
Is it just me or there are more like,
Okay.
animals?
Sean, were you
now?
just getting hit?
Yeah. I don't know by what. I'm almost dead. What is going on here? It's hailing! There's chunks of hail falling down.
Yeah,
Look at the
something
sky
about
was
me that was
hating you.
getting hit.
Chunks
didn't
of
know that
ice
was a
are
thing.
flying down. I'm almost dead. I got like 4 hearts left.
Oh no.
Actually, I do hear it now.
Can you believe that? A man getting hit in the head by hail. Giant chunks of frozen ice coming down, just smoking me in the head. I mean, look at this. I was already at half health. Hey, you know what? Leave a comment saying, oh, man got smoked in the head. Yeah, I like that one. Anyways, I just ran away from the hail and I was okay. I needed to figure out food, and the easiest way to do it was just to grab some mushrooms. So as I was running, I was collecting mushrooms and making some mushroom soup. You know, it was good stuff. So I ran across the island, got all the way to the shore on the other side. Nice little beach, you know? Who doesn't like a beach? It looks good out here. So I thought, you know what? And I'm not building a house because my plan is to leave the island the moment I can and start hunting everyone down. But since a storm was rolling in, I thought, I'll dig into the side of this hill or whatever it is and take shelter for a little bit. Also, I did not want to be a man outside at night. No, not on this island. There's way too many things, way too many unpredictable things that can take you down. So I needed somewhere to stay throughout the night anyways. So I dug a little hole and I realized I needed wood. I ran out of wood or I just didn't get enough. I don't know. But when I went back out, look at this. Yeah, everyone started getting diamonds. Diamonds for everyone. Everyone's getting diamond armor, diamonds, everything. Me? No, I'm missing 2 hearts, half hunger, trying to not get battered around by a storm looking for wood. Yeah, that's how I was doing. But you know what? The most desperate situations create the best ideas. And oh, I came up with a foolproof plan to win this.
Huh.
Oh, that's right.
You know what?
What?
I just came up with my plan. Foolproof plan.
Well, he doesn't have an idea.
The best one.
I wonder what you're gonna do to this time around. Lie with your parents, you've done that. Lie with your words, you've done that. What's next? He changed his skin last time. So what are you doing now?
Appearance. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought you said I lied with his parent.
Oh, parents.
How did that happen?
Parents.
You guys are done.
This is Sean's big plan. He's bluffing.
Yeah, here it comes.
He has no big plan.
Oh, I had a plan all right, and I'm gonna tell you about it right now. It's called the Exploding Man. Okay, here's how it works. Okay, picture this. You're walking down the beach and you see a cave. Yeah, it looks like someone else's base. It's lit up. There's torches in it. And you think, hey, you know what? Maybe there's a man in there I want to kill. Maybe there's some stuff in there. So you walk inside and boom, you're dead. You know why? Because a man with a very big brain, me, had set a TNT trap, a pressure plate activated. The moment you walk in, it's over for you. You're blown up. This was an absolutely foolproof plan. One of these guys, they're gonna walk in my cave and not come back out. Anyways, this cave, a perfect spot for this, okay? Directly across from this beach was the other island. I don't know who was on it. I had no idea, but someone would eventually see this cave from their island, and they couldn't help themselves. But for now, I had work to do. I had to get the resources to do all this, so I sealed up the cave and I started mining. Hey, look at this. Yeah, I found diamonds right away. But you know what? It's not that big of a deal because the spawn rate on them is much higher than normal. You can find them all over the island. That's how everyone else got them so quickly. Only problem was I could not mine them because I did not have iron. It was actually harder to find iron than diamonds.
I haven't finished a single one, honestly.
Me either.
Yeah, but you know what? Then I found iron, so no big deal. Got the iron. Made an iron pickaxe, went back and got my 8 diamonds. Yeah, 8 of them. Gonna use those bad boys later, but for now, I just made an iron sword, put down the cobwebs, and cut them up to get the first 2 pieces of string, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I needed string badly, and I needed a lot of it. If you watched my video, the parasite one, in that video, I mentioned that a crossbow was gonna come in very handy later on in a future video. Well, you know what? That's this video. The other part of my plan was to make a diamond crossbow, okay? I really wanted this thing, but I needed more string, and I also still needed all that gunpowder, so that night I went out looking for creatures to get both those things. Hey, but you know what I forgot to do because I was so excited? I forgot to make armor. Yeah, I killed a creeper, no problem, but wow, when I found this jungle cat, it almost killed me.
Okay. Okay.
No.
This is... I might die here. I might die here. I gotta build. There's like a panther or something trying to get me.
Don't die.
No, it's gonna
After all of that.
kill me. I'm almost dead.
Look at this. A man stuck on a pillar with a bloodthirsty beast waiting for him. But fortunately, you know what? I had the stuff to make a furnace and cook some meat so I could heal myself. So I did that, jumped down and attacked it. Took a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage from this thing, but I killed it, thankfully. But then this, I don't even know what this thing was. It spawned on the beach.
Oh, what is that thing? It's like a box. Blades.
When I got back inside, I made some armor, corrected the mistake of the past. I don't know why I thought I could go outside without armor. That was just stupid. But you know what? I made it. Made some iron armor, so it was all good. All right, day 2. Getting closer to day 3. You know, the last full day before the killing starts. So when I was all healed, I went out. I was better protected. Everything was good. So I started slaughtering this bird. Good looking. I don't know what type of bird this is. It's a good looking bird though. But I needed some feathers, so this guy he had to go. Then I killed some parrots. You're getting a lot of feathers killing all these birds. The jungle has no shortage of feathers. You're here in the jungle, no problem for feathers. But you know where there is a problem? String. I spent the entire day running around this island looking for a spider to kill, and you know what? I found nothing. No, you know what I found? I found jungle cats.
jungle cats all over my island. Oh, oh, there's 2 of them. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sorry, but I walk around a tree and there's a panther, a lion, or something.
Okay, what's going on with this? How could a man spend an entire day looking for a spider and not find one?
Oh, Kim.
Hmm?
Found one of your ancestors.
You did? A Viking?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It looks like you, kind of. You'll have to watch my video to see this.
Okay, what was that horrible noise? Why do I hear horrible noises all the time?
I found out someone looked like you too. A moose.
Oh, because I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Spiders can spawn during the day, right? Because if they can't, I wasted an entire day doing this. Yeah, while everyone else was mining, getting diamonds, gearing up, I was messing around with an ostrich.
This right here? That's my favorite animal. I love this thing. Toucan.
You say it. This is a crazy looking beach.
Oh, another storm. Love that.
Oh my goodness, what is this thing?
John, is that your house right there?
What do you mean?
Your little
Is that-
house. Like it was destroyed by. By a storm
Oh,
on the shore. Yeah, on the shore.
What does it look like?
It's like a. You built up with planks and then put a.
Huh.
Put a crafting table on top and then.
Ah, where are you? Yeah, you near there or something?
I'm on my beach. I wouldn't be on your beach.
Ooh, there he is. Robert. Right near my beach. This man had absolutely no idea the role he was about to play in my plan. But first I had to get him to trust me, so I offered him some meat as a peace offering. We built a small bridge between our islands. They didn't touch, because I wasn't allowed on his island, he wasn't allowed on my island, but you know, we can make this little bridge to throw stuff to each other a little bit easier. Robert had string, and I needed it, so I just asked him. I said, hey, can I have that string? And he said, you know what? Yeah, you can have it, but I don't have it on me. And he told me to meet him back there at this bridge at sunrise, and he gave me the string. And in the meantime, he also gave me 3 diamonds, and I took that as a sign that Robert wanted to work with me. Yeah, that's some good diplomatic negotiation right there. The only problem was that Robert could have just been doing this to kill me in the morning. Had no way of knowing, but considering how far behind I was, I had no choice but to trust the guy. The other thing was that I didn't know how much string he was gonna give me. So it was another night of looking for string for me, and just watch what happened.
Yep.
Okay, I just lost half my health. You ever happen to you guys? Just half your health gone? What just
Yes.
happened there? Okay. Okay.
You see that guy right there? You know what that thing is? That is a mutant skeleton. I don't even know what to say about these things. They are deadly. But you'll be seeing more of that guy in a future video. Let's just say I'm gonna try to survive a lot of days with this. You know, it doesn't matter. For now, I got out of there as fast as possible. But just as I was doing that, I spotted Robert on his beach. And as I suspected, he was covered in diamond armor. Yeah, very worried this man was gearing up to kill me in the morning. So I ran out of my little house and into my cave, where I crafted a bow and some diamond arrows. In case Robert was planning something, I was coming strapped. I would take him down with me. Oh, and look at this, I also made a diamond helmet. There was a little bit more time left in the night, and I needed the string, so I went back out, found a spider, killed it, and got 2 pieces. So it wasn't quite enough, but it would be enough if Robert gave me some. And you know what? Look at this! I also found 2 creepers. Exactly what I needed. More gunpowder. With that, I could finally make a piece of TNT and rig my place to blow. So I went back to the cave, cooked up some food, and got ready for day 3. Invasion Day. When I got to the bridge in the morning to meet Robert, he wasn't there. It made me very worried. You know, where is this guy? What's he doing? So in the meantime, I killed a creeper. I think I got more gunpowder. I also got some sand. Went back to my place while I waited for him. But just as I was making the pressure plate, Robert showed up.
I'll just give you some string. Okay?
Hey, that's good. I really do that for a man like me?
Do that for a man like you. You ready?
Yep.
We have a layer of trust here, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
You're not gonna don't blow anything up on the island.
No, I'm not gonna
here.
blow anything up, Robert. Don't worry.
Alright, take a couple steps back.
Okay.
You see that right there? Robert gave me the string. He had absolutely no idea what he just did. That decision would lead to his downfall. But for now, I needed the guy to trust me, so I said, hey, come back to my house, I'm gonna show you something, and it's gonna be good, so come with me.
Just follow me.
What did you plant here?
I haven't planted anything. So there's nothing planted.
Why is there fish right there?
There's a fish, I don't know.
What is that sound?
Look at this, it's just like a dolphin. Everything's fine. Come on, Robert, come on.
Okay.
What do you say?
Come on. Come on.
No, please don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you. You gave me string. Come on, we're all good. You and I are good. I'm not gonna kill you.
Okay, I'm putting all my trust in you right now. I don't really like it.
You should.
I wouldn't do it, Rob. I wouldn't do it.
Look at my back's to you.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
Everything's
it.
fine. Come
I
on.
know something bad's gonna happen.
Just follow me up here.
I did that once. I almost died.
Trusted him? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way I'm
Come on.
going in there.
Hey, come on in.
Robert would not go into my hole. I was trying to get him to come in, the guy was not coming in. I didn't want to say it out loud what my plan was because I didn't want the other guys to hear, so I figured I would show him. So I started making the dynamite, and wow, Robert walked in at the worst possible time. Made a man like me look very guilty.
Okay, got that good. Hey, Robert, you coming in or what?
have you entered his hole?
I'm here. I don't like this.
Hey, look at this.
JT!
Whoa. Relax. Just relax.
Stop!
No, it's okay. It's not what it looks like, it's fine.
I'm just waiting for both of you to have blown up.
After all that, I got him to understand what I was doing. I mean, by this point, everyone else kind of probably had an idea, but at the very least, Robert knew not to go in there, and he could sort of trust me now. But before we went off to start hunting these guys down, I made my diamond crossbow finally, and I can't even put into words how absolutely beautiful this thing is, okay? This is a power weapon. But I needed iron to make some bolts, so once again, I got Robert to give me the stuff that I would later use against him. So I made a bunch of diamond bolts for the crossbow, and I'm just telling you right now, you do not want to get hit by one of these things. And with these, we started hunting our first target, Kim. I didn't want anyone knowing that Robert and I were working together, and I didn't want them knowing that we were together, so I had to, once again, lie straight to Kim's face, and I guess Lagundo too.
Nice. Okay,
Okay,
we're
Robert.
good.
Yeah?
We're good.
I'll see you
Are
later.
you guys together?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
no.
see ya.
I'm leaving. You gave me something, I'm leaving.
Okay.
A little trade.
So you have a bow now. I see how it is.
Yep.
Followed Robert across his island. Didn't know where this man was taking me, but it seemed like he knew where he was going, so I just kept following him.
Sun seems to be going down.
Oh! Look at these things. Hello.
We stopped at the edge of his island, and there was this massive cliff. Robert put on his elytra and just with no problem jumped off the edge, but me, the guy who didn't know how to use the elytra yet, had some trouble. But you know what? I figured it out, and everything was good. I was flying off into the sunset. Look at this. We landed on Kim's island, but beside us was this like frozen tundra. A frozen island, I guess. Yeah, forgot Lagundo was out there in the cold this whole time. Must have been one freezing man out there. You know what? I'm glad I was in the jungle. We were in unknown territory, and neither of us really knew where we were going at this point. And the sun was setting, so we needed to find somewhere to hide for the night. We eventually found somewhere where a tornado must have touched down. Like, just look at this. Whole place was torn up. Yeah, they just dug a hole and spent the night in the hole, just kind of doing stuff down there. I found some more diamonds, which was great because I made some more armor. I was still wearing iron armor at this point. I think I've also made a diamond halberd. You never know, the fighting might get up close, so you gotta have something like this. While I was busy doing all that, Robert was out looking for Kim's base, and he found it. I couldn't believe it, but he found it. So I followed him, and there it is. A nice little base set up on a lake. So I did what I normally do when I find someone else's base. I climb a tree, and I just watch. In the morning of day 4, I climbed out of the tree, but I didn't know where Robert was. I couldn't say anything, couldn't ask him where he was, because everyone would know that we were working together, so I just had to look for him, and wow, I had no idea where he went. But while I was looking for Robert, Lagundo was just about to walk into my base.
Nice TNT trap there, Sean.
Come on, you walk on it.
Oh, well, we know where he is.
Yep.
What would I say? Nice attempt.
Sadly, the man did not step on my trap. I was really hoping he would, but no, I guess he saw it. So I just walked into Kim's base, and whoa, look at that. Robert was in there. He was standing in the corner the whole time. He even hit me. We kind of stared at each other for a second. I was second thinking this man was about to kill me, but no, we're all good. Everything was good. So I made myself at home in Kim's base. I cooked some food, got all cozy, and took a little peek in the mine he had set up underneath his base. And yeah, it wasn't down there. I needed a way to talk to Robert without the other people knowing that I was talking to Robert. So you know what I did? I came up with a beautiful system, right? It's called using a sign. I set a sign up and just started typing into it, typing everything I wanted to say to Robert, and he would type back, and we came to the conclusion that we were going to wait in Kim's house until nightfall, where he would surely come back after a day of doing whatever he was doing, and we'd got him. But night came, and Kim didn't. So we waited a little bit longer, and eventually I just got impatient. I said, hey, you know what? How about we all go meet up at the bridge that me and Robert built? Because at this point, everyone had seen it. Everyone agreed, but I wanted to get there first to set some traps, okay? So Robert and I left in the middle of the night and made the long run back. I almost ran into like a scorpion or something.
Yeah, why don't you just go ahead and say that?
Whoa.
When we got back, I ran straight into the cave, and you know what? Look at this. Lagundo deactivated the trap, but never picked up the TNT. Big mistake, my man. This TNT is mine again. So I ran over to the bridge, I planted it and set up another pressure plate, then ran away, dug a hole, and just waited.
Oh my goodness. Who's that?
Hi, sup?
Hey man. You were
Hey,
closer
man.
than I thought.
Hey, man. Hey, how are you doing?
Hey,
Hey, flying around there, man.
Lagundo and Kim found each other. I didn't know whether they were fighting each other or not, but I knew that Robert was not looking for me because technically we were still on the same team. That was all about to change, but he wasn't looking for me. And since they were distracted, I figured this was a good time for me to climb out of the hole. So I climbed out of the hole and started taking pot shots at them. And while that was all happening, Robert was getting ready to slam Kim.
Oh, there's a bass. That was a good bass right there.
Ah, come on.
Oh my goodness! How dare you!
Oh, look at that! Robert and Kim!
No! What weapon was that?
Jordan was playing.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna break down what just happened there, okay? We're gonna hop to Kim's perspective. So he's up on the ridge, you know, he's looking at Lagundo, he's just minding his own business. And look at that! You know who that is? That's Robert. Yeah, here, let's switch to Robert's perspective.
All right, here we go.
I see.
Ah, come on.
Oh my goodness! How dare you!
Oh, there's two of them up there. Like they're fighting on the.
No!
So with Kim dead, it was me, Robert, and Lagundo. I knew that Robert was up on the ridge behind Lagundo, so this was our chance to hit him from two angles. But you know what? It didn't matter because Lagundo was about to just get absolutely annihilated.
I see you. I see you up there. No, what the hell did you hit me with? What did you hit me with?
Holy crap.
Yeah, you see that? That is the power of the diamond crossbow. I'm telling you, this is it just dropped a man in full diamond gear. One shot to the head, he is down. And now, it's just me and my man Robert. Like Katniss and that guy from the Hunger Games, we were all that was left. And you know what? I wasn't about to eat any berries. So I picked up the very crossbow that Robert helped me make. And I fired it at him.
Stop.
I'm sorry, Robert. It's gotta be like
Stop,
this.
please.
It's gotta be like this.
Oh, here it goes!
Yeah, stay back. Oh, you're getting too close.
I think.
No. Not again.
Come here.
No. Robert, stop.
Him.
Robert, stop.
Come here, boy.
Oh no.
Okay, Robert, well, let's talk about this. You don't want to do this. Oh!
Oh.
Okay,
He's
you know what,
wrong.
Robert? That's it. Oh! Okay,
Oh.
he's doing some damage to me.
I cannot believe
Okay.
you one-shot me with that thing.
Okay, I'm gonna one-shot Robert, too. Don't come close, Robert.
Oh, you're out.
Drop that shield.
You're in trouble now.
Oh, is that
okay.
charge?
Here comes the bass.
Bass, he keeps coming back. Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's a dolphin. Okay.
Here we go.
The shark's right next to you.
Hey. Don't worry about that.
And them.
A little bit of mushroom
And
soup.
them.
Okay, come on. Oh! You're getting very lucky, Robert. Come on, put down that shield.
Good. The equal fight.
I'm gonna tag
man.
you with this thing.
What is this? Steering contest? Oh.
Yeah, no, come on.
Oh no.
Die to gravity, die to gravity, die to gravity.
Yeah,
You know what, Robert? It's over.
It's over, Anakin.
Boom, just like that. And Robert goes down.
Oh man.
Insane.
Hey, there it is, my mans. Another win for me. The power of the crossbow. It is an extremely powerful weapon that, if I'm gonna be honest with you, we're probably gonna ban next time because it is too strong. But you know what? Doesn't matter. The score is now 0 for Lagundo, 0 for Robert, 1 for Kim, and 3 for me. Can you believe that? All right, if you missed it, go check out the cool Isla Unga Bunga shirt. Trust me, this is a shirt that you want to wear somewhere. Wear this to a nice dinner. Don't forget to subscribe to my man Unsorted Guy, Robert, and Lagundo. And you know what? I'll see you guys all next time.
Quick question. Are you scared of the ocean? Because I am. I really don't like it. And in this ocean, alright, it has jellyfish, eels, octopus, these things. Oh, and sharks. Yeah, that's right, there are sharks in this ocean, and I'm about to spend 100 days here. And if you want to see how I turn this into all of this, then stick around. But before you do, consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 500k this year, and with your help, yes, we can do it. But without any further ado, I spent 100 days in an ocean-only world in hardcore. And here's what happened. Day 1, I generated my world and spawned in right next to some ancient ruins. I swam down and there was even some loot in there. I thought, wow, this is lucky. How lucky am I? Yeah, well, this luck doesn't continue. It doesn't continue on any level. The helmet had Curse of Binding on it, which means that I wouldn't be able to take it off once I put it on until it breaks. And I wasn't sure that was something I wanted to make a real commitment to yet, so I decided to not use it unless I had to. I had a look around my world and it just looked terrifying, really. This is probably a good time to mention I'm absolutely terrified of the ocean. Deep water, dark water, water in general, it's not good, and this shader wasn't helping things. I mean, look at it. It looks disgusting, but like also really good, but mainly disgusting. I started seeing eels and jellyfish, so naturally swam in the opposite direction, which actually worked out really well because I came across some more ruins with some more loot. This time, there was a fishing rod with lure 2 on it, so of course, I started fishing and getting some food, and even a stick. Hey, I'll take a stick right now, for sure. After seeing eels and jellyfish, this guy didn't even faze me, and then I saw some icebergs, so I went to check them out, apart from they're on top of an ocean monument. So I'm gonna get out of here. What are they? So anyways, it was getting dark and increasingly scarier, and I started to see more and more, but are they octopuses? I'm not sure, but I tried finding somewhere to spend the night and found a coral reef, where I spent the night fishing, right into day 2. Anyone else surprised I'm still alive? Because I am. Day 2, I continued exploring, despite a strong urge to delete all of this footage and just start on a new video that doesn't involve deep water and eels, which led me to a shipwreck. My first shipwreck. What is that? I noped out of there, but then I realized this is my only shot at actually getting some materials, so I went back down and took the loot, but it was too deep to take any wood. So off I went again, scared and confused at the things I was looking at. But then I realized that it's almost impossible to actually see shipwrecks with this shader on, and so if I was going to get anywhere, I was going to need to turn them off for a bit. So that's what I did. And now everything looks ugly, but not so scary, and that's fine by me. Apart from now I can see sharks. Anyway, it worked, because it wasn't long before I found another shipwreck and some more loot and armor with Curse of Binding on it, everyone's favorite and most useful enchantment. Using the door in the ship for an air pocket, I was able to break some wood and make me some tools to defend myself, and a boat. When I surfaced, I got in and collected all of the wood that floated to the top, and after some more exploring, I found another one with more wood, better loot, and a creeper. Somehow. There was a small island nearby the wreckage, so I used it as a temporary base to collect some materials, cook some food, and do a bit of fishing. This video was a terrible idea. I made some upgrades and headed out to find a place to build my house. I came across a coral reef and I thought, yeah, this will do nicely. I started by making an area for mobs to spawn to see if I could get some string from the spiders to make a bed, but only one creeper spawned. So I went to check out some nearby icebergs, and when I got back, there was a spider, but he only gave me his eye. More creepers spawned and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to win this battle, so I left until the morning. Day 4 I went over to the icebergs to make a shield and an iron sword and headed back to reclaim what's mine, but apparently I didn't have to. They just weren't there anymore. But hey, some food was there, so that's good. I started building a mine down to collect some iron and coal and made the mob farm over the ice, which is probably what I should have done from the start instead of using my own home. And yeah, it's working. It's working all right. Oh. I made an iron pick and then spent the rest of the night into day 5 mining. I found a normal cave and then an underwater cave. I made some doors and collected what was inside, but then it led me to another normal cave where I found lots of things telling me, "Oi, go on, get out of here, this is our cave." But I was all like, nah, I want to be here, I got to get me some saplings. And they were all like, nah. And I was all like, okay, die then. So then I found an abandoned mine shaft and started searching the chest for saplings, but there weren't any. I did find all the string I need to make my bed though. Win. Day 6 I met some more friends telling me, look, we really just don't want you here, okay? But since I almost died about 5 times already, I decided I actually would leave until I had some better gear. When I surfaced, it was pouring it down with rain, so I thought, yeah, this is a good time to sleep. Day 7 was a great day. I was still alive. The sun was out and there was a walrus. Wait, what? There was a walrus? There are 2 walruses? Yeah, that's right. I finally made some friends. I wasn't sure if they were going to eat me or not yet, but I was willing to take that risk. I tried feeding them fish, but it didn't work. And then I tried to get one into a boat, but that didn't work either. I think he's too fat, so I just sort of pushed them into the water. I don't know why. I took a minute to appreciate the surroundings and then made myself some iron armor. I then planted some potatoes and used the steroids to grow them faster, and that's when I saw my second shark. I got into the boat and went to say hello, and boy was big, and he's not even the biggest shark. I noped the heck out of there, and when I got back I saw something sticking out of the water. I don't even know what that is. I cooked up some potatoes and a bit of stone, and on day 8 I began work on my house, and as usual I'm making it up as I go along with absolutely no plan in mind whatsoever, so we'll see how this turns out. Dude, the walrus looks so majestic right now. I feel like he knows things. Day 9 I was carrying on building and mining for the stone to carry on building, and then I found my first load of diamonds. I got 5. The next day I made an entrance to my house via boat and then went out on the search for loot. I searched high and low and found nothing apart from the stronghold by complete accident. But this was great because now I can skip a lot of problems when it came to getting books because I can just loot this place of everything that it's worth. So that's what I did. I looted this place of everything that it's worth. I even took these slime balls. There were slime balls down here. I'll take some slime balls for sure. There were even a few enchanted books down here. One had mending, another had protection, and even efficiency. This was a big win for me. I wasn't expecting very much coming out here, but you know what? I even found a fishing rod with mending on it. Day 12 I woke up and saw a shark, and I think they're getting closer. Then I reverse engineered a shipwreck and apparently swam over another ocean monument, which definitely didn't scare me. And then I swam. For a very long time. I said what's good to my boy and headed home. Day 13 I had my potato for breakfast, and I feel like I'm in that one film where Matt Damon's eating pure potatoes on Mars, but instead of Mars it's the ocean and I can't find any saplings. But where I lack in saplings, I make up for in books, that's for damn sure. Anyway, I made a diamond pickaxe and went to get some obsidian because I knew the only way I was getting a consistent source of wood right now was the green wood from the nether. I've never used that wood and I've never wanted to either, but I have no other choice. Also, I realised if I ever get lost in a mine, I can just mine up, and boom, I'm pretty much home. I made my portal, but I didn't get enough blocks, so I had to take out the corners. Rookie move. And on day 14, I went to the opposite of my world. There's not a drop of moisture here, and I was loving it. Also, I spawned right next to a bastion, so that's cool, I guess. I instantly started chopping trees down, and when I got back, I did my farming and made some bookshelves. I started making the enchantment area, but the problem was that it wasn't symmetrical with the build, and I can't be having that. I spent the rest of the day mining, and then got the obsidian to make the enchantment table. Day 15 I made it, and straight away I had an efficiency 4 enchantment. So I went exploring for lapis, but couldn't find any anywhere. But the following day, I went ravine diving, and found some diamonds and lapis. When I got back, I put it in, and then realised that, I don't have 30 levels. So I went to the nether to collect some quartz, because it's actually a pretty good way of getting XP. And on day 17, I enchanted my pickaxe, and as usual, my pickaxe enchantment luck is top notch. The only thing that was missing was unbreaking, but I can live with that. I made an anvil, relocated my chests, and collected some sand to smelt into glass for the floor, because I thought that would look pretty cool. And it does. I combined all of the fishing rods that I had and made a pretty decent one, and spent the rest of the day fishing just to see what I get. Fish. That's what I got. The next day I continued with the floor and apparently did some more fishing, for some reason. But I needed a friend. I needed a friend over at the house. I was way too lonely and there aren't enough character arcs in this story yet, so I went over to the majestic walrus, slammed the name tag on him, and now he's called Wallace. That's right, he's Wallace. It was a magical moment. Day 19, I made some leads and tried to tug him over, but that didn't work. I think he's too fat for the lead to wrap around him, but that's okay. I can just make a bridge and waste all of my blocks. I tried one last time to get him into a boat, but really I knew that wasn't going to happen, so I did what any logical person would do in my situation, and I pulled the walrus from his home to mine with a fishing rod. I didn't realise though that... random octopus. I didn't realise that my fishing rod was breaking so fast, and yeah, it broke, and he was moving away too. I went to grab another one, but that broke too. I was running out of ideas, and I knew I couldn't let him go in the water because he'd just swim off. So I had to try and trap him, but he was so fat that he couldn't even fit. It was so annoying. He had this obsession with slowly moving north, and I had to continually push him back. But finally, at night time, I got him trapped in there, and Wallace wasn't going anywhere now. Mwah, ah, ah. I took the mending book that I had and attached it to my pickaxe. Since I don't have unbreaking on it, I thought that was a pretty good idea. Then I put my fortune to use and went mining for coal and diamonds, and from 6 ores, I got 7 diamonds. That's not very fortunate. Then I went cave diving again and found some more lapis and diamonds. I then escaped the mine and swam home. Day 21, I finished my glass floor and started placing fences, but of course I didn't have enough wood to finish it due to the lack of saplings, so I carried on expanding my house, and somehow I managed to do it completely off center. I have no idea how, but I spent the rest of the day fixing it, and now we have a lot more space to work with. Day 22 to 25, I was collecting materials and building, and if the tree is too high to chop, you can always use the door to stand on. It works. I tried different ideas until I found something that worked, and I don't know, man. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm digging this nether wood. I never thought I'd say that. No, but for real, I'm going to be using this wood a lot more from now on. Stone brick and green wood, it's a look. The next day, I finally finished rodding Wallace over to the house. Oh, it took so long, and he was too fat to fit through the entrance, so I had to make it big enough for him. But I finally did it. I got him over, and now I have a friend. I had to drag him over to get him here, but I do have a friend. I spent the rest of the day looking for food for Wallace, and then I saw a bird out in the distance. It looked like he was fishing, and I was like, hey, I like fishing too. And so I went to say hello, but he wasn't interested. He kept flying away, and then I got distracted with all this seagrass or whatever it's called. But when I got back home, there was a whole army of Wallaces just chilling. On day 27, I was mining all day for coal and diamonds, and the next day I noticed once again the sharks getting closer and closer to my house. This is not good. Days 28 to 32, I was building an XP farm. I was going to need one of these if I wanted to get a villager, and they're definitely getting closer. I also saw like a flying fish or something. So that's cool. On day 32 I finished it and it was working. Not as fast as I would like, but at least it was working and I hadn't just wasted 15 stacks of cobblestone. Day 33 I was getting bullied and then being the bully, but then a sick villager spawned and then another one. So I sectioned off an area for them until I had the materials to cure them. I told Wallace to hold the fort while I went to the nether. I went to loot the bastion that was nearby in hopes of finding a golden apple, but there weren't any. So instead I went on the hunt for the other thing that I need, blaze powder. And for that, I was going to have to find the nether fortress. I was collecting meat along the way because I didn't bring enough food, and also hitting these ghasts with the old Uno reverse. Anyway, eventually I found the fortress after a month of searching and spent all of day 35 collecting blaze rods because I did not want to be coming back here anytime soon. It took way too long to get here, so I wanted to get as many as I could without dying, which was a very slow process, but after a while I got 9 blaze rods and figured that would be enough for now, so I bounced. I found some more trash loot, a bit of ancient debris, and on day 36 I was back home and made my brewing stand, and I was all excited until I remembered that I still don't have a I really need a sapling. Or just like a couple of apples. A couple of apples would be fine. I can make do with a couple of apples. So I thought I'd do some nether travel and came out on the other side on the ocean, funnily enough, but this was a new area, full of loot. So I spent the days and nights of 38 to 41 exploring and finding treasure from ancient ruins, shipwrecks, and treasure maps. And the loot was pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. I finally found a golden apple, more buried treasure, and more sharks. I continued searching for a sapling, but no luck. I'm not even sure if you can get a sapling from chests, but I feel like I can picture one being in a shipwreck, but I didn't find any. So I headed back. Day 42, I had my golden apple at the ready, but then I realized that I needed mushrooms and sugar. I was like, oh, I gotta have some mushrooms and sugar around here somewhere, no worries. I didn't. So I went back to the bastion and looted it some more and came across some mushrooms. I said, yeah, I'm taking your mushrooms in your own backyard. What are you going to do about it? So now I had the mushrooms and all I needed was sugarcane. So I went a-searching, and to my absolute surprise, I actually found a small island with sugarcane on it. Something in this 100 days has actually gone right. I didn't even have to search for that long. So I headed back, and with my huge, gigantic brain, I managed to line up the coordinates exactly so that I could go straight home in a perfect line without even moving. Damn, I'm smart. I made the fermented spider's eye, slapped that boy into brew, and yeah. Also, whoever told me that I'm an idiot for not using bone meal to grow my sugarcane, who's the idiot now, huh? Doesn't work. Maybe in Bedrock Minecraft, but on this channel we play real Minecraft. I'm kidding. No hate to my Bedrock players. Day 45, I went straight to the sick boys. I had to take one of them out so that he didn't kill the other one as soon as I healed him. And also because even if I wanted to heal the other one, I can't. I don't have another golden apple. While I was waiting, a chicken spawned in the mob spawner with a baby on its back. So of course I smacked him off and took the chicken. And just as I did, the villager was healed. It was a great moment. I got my first chicken and my first villager at the same time. So we all headed back with smiles on our faces. They were slightly reluctant, but ultimately had no choice. So I tied the chicken to the fence and made a prison, a house for the villager. The next day I spent testing to see if I could get a sapling from these farmer villagers. To cut a very long story short, you guessed it, you can't. So I thought, you know what, sick of this. Not getting any wandering traders spawning for some reason, even though every time I don't want them in my world and have absolutely no use for them, they spawn like no one's business. But now, in my time of need, they aren't spawning, and I have no idea why. But I figured maybe it was because my land isn't big enough for them to spawn, so I made it a bit bigger. And then my chicken vanished. Straight up. Vanished. I have no idea what's going on. I enchanted a shovel with efficiency 4 and started mining for dirt and making my area even bigger. Planted my sugarcane and potatoes all along it and even some bamboo that I picked up earlier, and then I realised that I can make bamboo into sticks to trade with the Fletcher for emeralds. So that's what I did. I made a big bamboo farm and got to trading. Day 50, I woke up and spotted another child riding a chicken in the ocean. You know, as you do. And so I went and took his chicken, and now it's mine. This is my chicken. I tied him up and got back to bamboo farming. I spent all day collecting bamboo and selling it for money. Morning of 51, I was doing the same thing. Then I made myself my first set of diamond armor and even a pokeboy. I put my boots into the enchantment table. Yeah, that's right. I started with boots. So what? But good job I did, because he gave me Depth Strider 3, which was a big win, because now I can swim much faster. Ah, cool. Another chicken. Now I can start breeding this one with my other... Visible rage. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the chickens, man, but when I came back, even this one was gone. I upgraded my chest plate with Protection 3, Unbreaking 3, and Thorns 2. That's a cool looking, one. Chopping, trading, chopping again. Then on day 54, I had to make a decision that will haunt me to the end of my days. I had to kill Wallace. Well, like, not directly, but I had to disable the mod that he's a part of for a while, because I had a hunch that it was messing up the spawning system, since my chickens keep randomly disappearing and I haven't seen one single wandering trader. So I did what had to be done. I had to try. See you later, mate. I was back without Wallace, and the world was a darker place because of it. Now these wandering traders better start spawning. Please be good. Bruh. Disenchanting, chopping, trading, shopping, enchanting. Oh yeah, no, but this was actually really good too, because now I can swim faster and breathe underwater for longer too. I'm literally a fish. I spent the rest of the day grinding XP, and the next day I enchanted my leggings with Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, and now I've got a full set that will last me for a while, and hopefully means I don't die to sharks so quickly. Day 58, I took all of the enchanted bows collected from the mob spawner and enchanted my swords with Unbreaking 3 and Sharpness 3, and then combined those bows to make a Power 3. Day 59 and 60, I was searching for saplings in... well, just about anywhere really. I was getting pretty desperate at this point. I was thinking, oh no, this 100 days is so boring. I haven't even found a sapling yet. Where's this wandering trader, bro? But I kept searching anywhere I could. And finally, I found nothing again. Nothing. I found nothing. Not even one sapling anywhere. Nothing. So day 61, I thought, well, I gotta wait for this wandering trader. I might as well start building a farm for all those animals that I don't have yet. So that's what I did. Right through to day 64, I was upgrading my house and building a farm. It's not finished yet, so the next day I went out to collect materials and got distracted when I found another mineshaft with more spawners and chests, but no saplings. But I didn't need to tell you that, did I? On day 68, I got given Dolphin Grace, and boy do you move fast with Depth Strider combined. I mean, all I need now is a trident, and I can also be the most useless superhero ever. Anyways, I went to collect dirt to finish off the farm for the animals that I don't have yet, which brought me down to my abandoned mineshaft, where I realised there was a tiny section I hadn't explored yet. And upon exploring, I found a chest that actually had another golden apple in it. which was convenient. Now, I know it seems fake. Like, oh yeah, now look at this chest that I didn't know was right in front of me with that item that I desperately needed. But this was actually real. I'm genuinely blind. So then as I was leaving the cave, I saw this creeper trying to end it all, which was equal parts funny and confusing. Day 69, I finished off the farm for the animals that I don't have yet, and day 70, I was back to collecting XP and also modifying the spawner so that it sits a bit higher, since most of the mobs were dying to full damage before I could get to them, and now it worked a lot more efficiently. Kinda. It even spawned another chicken, so I went to bed, and the next day, it wasn't there. If anyone knows what's going on here, please comment below or DM me on Twitter. My DMs are open, and I'm pretty desperate. I sacrificed my best friend, and for what? Nothing. Day 71 to 75, I was carrying on building my base. I was essentially mirroring what I did on the other side. I spent the nights building so that I could use the farm for animals that I don't have yet as a mob spawner, so that maybe a sick villager would spawn. But I wasn't having too much luck with it, besides getting another chicken. But this time, I was not taking any chances with a disappearing chicken. So I rushed to get him a name tag. As usual, I called the chicken Smash Like as a shameless reminder for you to smash like every time you see him. You have no excuses now, you're welcome. I got the most lucky skeleton drop I've ever seen, seriously. Dude dropped an Infinity, Power 3, and Unbreaking 3 bow, and Smash Like was starting to lay eggs. It was a good day. It was a really good day. I finished off building the structure of the base, and it was looking great considering I had no idea where I was going with it. Also, can we just stop for a second to appreciate these potatoes? Look at them. Amazing. Kept me alive this whole time. I combined my bow with the skeletons one, and now nothing's going to want to pick a fight with me. Oh, I'm kidding. I shot them all down. They didn't stand a chance, and I even got an achievement for it. On 76, I was smashing Smash Like's eggs into the ground from 50 feet in the air, but nothing came from it. Shame on you, Smash Like. Shame on you. I carried on doing a bit of building and then made a butter helmet so I can go to the nether and trade with the piglins. It took ages to actually find some, but eventually I did, and threw up a whole load of gold onto them. In return, I got 3 ender pearls and a load of trash. Totally worth a full stack of gold. I didn't want this to be a completely wasted journey, so I did some ender pearl farming for a while, and when I got back, I made all my Eye of Enders. I was fixing my pickaxe when I saw a sick villager screaming for salvation. I said, alright buddy, I'll save you under one condition. You gotta be my slave for the rest of your life, and also I get to choose your name. He said, yeah, alright, okay, just don't call me Roger. And so Roger was born, my new best friend. So I spent days 78 to 82 building an area for the villagers and collecting materials. I also made some hoppers to suck up Smash Like's eggs, and after lighting the area up, swimming at 800 knots, smashing eggs to no success, it was done on day 82. I got straight to work building a villager farm, and then tried transporting Roger over, but he kept running off and finding ways to escape and just generally being a right Roger. The next day I brought over my stick villager. By this point he's already accepted his fate, so it was much easier to transport him over, and before long they were both suffering together. Oh, it was cute. I collected some carrots from the mob spawner, injected them with pure testosterone. I don't have time to wait around for carrots to grow, and then gave them to the villagers, and it finally worked. It was a great day. Day 84, I turned a part of the villager area into a carrot farm to farm some carrots on a more industrial level. Smash Like was laying eggs, but they were all empty. I said, no, bad chicken, bad. Yeah, see, this is the beauty of making this type of villager farm, because it's an iron golem spawner too, and soon enough, you just have guards that you didn't even make walking around protecting your base. It's great. Also, the children were escaping, so I had to force them back in and fix it. I went back to the nether to collect some more shroom lights because they're easier to collect than glowstone, and they have a fun name. You could say I was getting high on shrooms. Okay, when I got back, I finished off the floor, and it was looking pretty good. I have no idea how he escaped. I closed it all off, it makes no sense, but it didn't matter. I figured I'd just take him as a trader once he grows up, so I stuck him in a boat until that day. I carried on feeding the villagers, and then made more of a path around the place. Took the bamboo down for now so that I can get a good shot of my path. That's a nice path. Then I was fixing my pickaxe at the XP farm, and got a good shot of my house. Nah, doesn't look so good from the back though. The next day I lit up the caves below the mob farm so that more mobs spawn in it, and by the end of the day, my pickaxe was all fixed. Days 88 to 98, I was doing villager things. Yeah, that's right, a whole 10 days. And look at this. If we slow this down, you can see him grow up right there. Now he's a big boy, and it was time to start putting him to work. So I put him inside, and accidentally hit him. I went to check if me and the Iron Golem were still cool, and he didn't seem to mind, so I didn't mind. It just meant that now I have to get a new villager, since his trade prices will skyrocket on account of, you know, me hitting him accidentally with an axe. So I dispatched of him while the iron golem wasn't looking, and did it again. I hit him again. This has worked every other time, but apparently now you can't get them out of boats without hitting them. So once again, I repeated the process with a new villager, and I can't believe it, but I did it again. This is definitely a visible rage moment. So once again, I tried to get him out of the boat and tried to do it instead from below, because surely that won't... Yeah. I decided I'd just drown and quit this YouTube thing, it's not worth it. And then to top it off, once I got back, the Iron Golem had a problem with me. I mean, he's been fine with everything up until this point, but what? That was too far? I left his flower as a reminder of what I'm capable of, and then I thought, wait a second, why am I trying to trap them in anyway? They're already technically trapped in this area. So I gave them some carrots, and while I was waiting for a new victim, I planted more bamboo. And when I was done, he was all grown up. So I spent a while trying to get a mending book from him, and after a pretty long time, he finally said, alright, I'm bored of this. Now, here's a mending book. And so I bought 3 from him. Sure, I could have him attacked and then cure him again for better prices, but I've already spent almost 10 days with these guys, and I don't have another golden apple even if I wanted to. I collected some more sticks and sold enough to get 1 more mending book that I used for my final piece of armor. I went over to the mob farm to fix it all, and on the way, I saw a lone chicken without a zombie riding him. I don't know how he spawned on his own, but I took him back to Smash Like, went to get some seeds, and when I looked back, he was gone. I checked under the farm, even reloaded the game, nothing. I'm so confused. All I know is chickens don't like me, but I don't like them either, so. I went and fixed all of my armor ready to fight the dragon, went and collected a few more ender pearls just in case, and then on day 98, I set out to find the stronghold that I've already found. Once I got there, I started to see sharks, and even though I have good armor now, I'm still not picking a fight with the shark yet, so I headed in. Once I found the portal room, I threw the eyes into the eye holes, did a quick cinematic shot of me next to the portal for good measure, and headed in. I didn't waste any time with greetings either. I went straight in on her healing boxes, and if there's one thing I know about the Ender Dragon fight, it's to bring a bow. It doesn't matter if you have no armor, you can beat this dragon with a bow and a couple of arrows. She does not like arrows. Well, like, she's probably not got a problem with arrows themselves so much, but more, you know, arrows being in her. Anyway, I got under and almost finished her off, but she threw me away. So I thought, you know what? I've got thorns on my armor. I could do the old Uno reverse on this dragon. So that's what I did. I looked her dead in the eye and said, give me your best shot. And she did. But it was absolutely rejected by my armor and sent straight back at her. And if you thought that was savage enough, I also hit her with the easy. Man, I'm cold. I went for the egg, but it dropped straight into the portal, so I'm not sure where that's gone now. I guess we'll find out. But that's the portal to get the wings. Yeah, I'm gonna go in that now. I built up, went through, and then got lost. Yeah. I don't know how, I didn't even go that far, but I managed to get lost. I'm lost in the end. What a cliffhanger. Will I make it out? Will I survive? Apparently not, it doesn't look like it. But anyways, day 100. I actually almost died doing that outro. I was genuinely scared. But if you did like this video, smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you want 200 days. I'm doing it anyway, even if you don't. So, you know, let me know anyway, sure. And I'll catch you dudes in the next one. Peace out.
My mans, how's it going? Welcome to my country, Canada. Cold, cold place. You don't want to be out here. It's freezing. This is a frozen wasteland with little food, shelter, or resources. And I've installed several mods to make this even more challenging. First is a temperature mod. Okay, this thing, if my temperature drops too low, I'm gonna get hypothermia and die. And it's over then. I'm just a dead, frozen man. So I need to find a way to keep myself warm. And the second thing to make this even more challenging, it's a dynamic season mod, yeah, so over the course of the next 100 days, winter's coming. It's gonna get progressively colder and colder as the days go by. It's, wow. Let's just say I'm a man who needs a really good shelter, otherwise he's gonna be very, very cold and dead. Before I start though, I gotta say one thing, alright? You're gonna want to subscribe to me. Doing that will make me very happy. Be a man who's smiling, that's what I'll say. And you'll be smiling too. Yeah, trust me, I'm gonna be doing more stuff like this, where I like document what happens to me, but I might do it in some other games too. Same stuff as it, you'll love it, okay? Trust me, subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter, at Forge Labs. You already know where I got this idea from. My man, Luke the Notable. Big thanks to him for letting me put a twist on a series like this. Okay, before I'm going out there, a quick word from this video's sponsor. Hey, this video is sponsored by Plink, and guess what? They're giving away a PlayStation 5 to one of my viewers. All you gotta do is use the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen and sign up for a free 7-day trial. You can cancel at any time. Okay, so what is Plink? Well, I'm gonna tell you what Plink is right now. Plink is a looking for group app. You use it to find people to play with. Some of the best people, some wonderful, wonderful people are on Plink, let me tell you. So what you do is you connect your favorite profile from like PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, PC, doesn't matter, they're all there. And Plink, well, Plink's gonna take a look at what you've been up to and it's gonna match you with some people who are just like you. You'll love these people, trust me. It keeps track of all the games you're playing. Let's say you're a man who likes Call of Duty, well guess what? It knows that. You like playing PUBG, it knows that too. Fortnite, League of Legends, Grand Theft Auto, it doesn't matter. It'll find you. And it's gonna keep all your followers updated with what you're up to, your achievements, all that sort of stuff. It's like, it's good. And remember, for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 from Plink, you can click the link in the description or scan the code on screen. Thank you to Plink for sponsoring this video. Okay, enough. It's time to venture into the Great White North, where I will survive for the next 100 days. Day one, my mans, things, wow, they started out real rough for me, let me just say that. I thought I'd start things off by looking around and admiring the beauty of the surroundings, but no, I was attacked by a bear, right away.
Oh, Jesus! I didn't know there was bears in this.
Oh, wow, that was good. Okay, no time to waste, my mans, had to get to work right away. I was not gonna be a man who was stuck out in the cold. So first order of business was to find flint. You need flint to make a knife so that you can get plant fibers and then you can make a flint hatchet with those. You need that to get wood and a lot of work just to get a little bit of wood, you know? You know what else I needed? Wool. I needed a lot of wool, let me tell you. But luckily, look at these little wolves. Help me out.
Oh! Those wolves are going for that sheep. Hey, thank you. Hey, there we go. Hope they're not going for me. You guys are good.
So I had some wool, but I still needed to find something hard that I could smash my flint on to get shards. Everything I tried, it didn't work. I was running around smashing flint on everything I could find, and nothing was working. I was getting very worried that I was going to freeze to death on the very first night out here. Whoa, okay, I know what you're thinking. Sean, my man, where's the glaciers? Where's the penguins? Well, I based this map off the show Alone. Ever watch that show? They spend like 100 days in the Canadian Arctic and try to win like $1 million or something. This is what that looks like. I based the map off this version of the Arctic instead of the Arctic Circle because there's more to explore here. I originally tried doing this on a glacier and wow, there was no trees, no caves, nothing. Just ice and snow as far as the eye could see, and it was boring to play and would have been even more boring to watch. But then luckily I found a village. I was so happy to find this village, and you know what? The village had a goose. Look at this man.
Oh, Canadian Goose. Hey, how's it going?
Shortly after arriving to the village, I realized, I was a bit of an idiot. You see, I did not need flint. No, I could just break trees normally. I did not have that mod installed that required me to do all this, so I wasted an entire day doing nothing. Anyways, I made a wool chest piece and a bed, and went to sleep. Alright, day 2. There was a lot of questions I wanted answered. Like, what do these villagers want to trade? What was going on with that goose? What was that guy doing in the village?
Ooh! Golden goose egg. Golden, maybe you can melt it down for resources. Okay. Yeah, what do you got? Oh! Oh!
See that? I almost died to a goddamn goose on day 2. So I took that man's golden egg and melted it down and got a golden bar. Pretty good. The next day, I had only one thing on my mind. Getting as much goddamn wool as I could, because it was going to get very, very cold very soon. So I went out to do that, but you know what? Of course, there was a problem. Of course there was. My man, the goose, was still pissed at me.
I'm scared about these geese. They're still pissed at me. Oh, that was... Not dying by a goose.
This is the first 3 days dealing with a goose. Like, you know, I don't want to be doing this. Don't want to be spending time with geese in the game. Anyway, so I ran the other way and went back to where I spawned, and I found all the sheep. I got a ton of wool. Very happy to get all this wool. It's gonna be one toasty man, you know? Got a bunch of food too. I was not gonna be hungry. But while I was out there, I found this brick house. It had a bunch of stuff inside of it, so I decided I was gonna make this where I was gonna live for a little while. Hey, you can't turn down something like this, you know? Already ready to go for me. So I crafted some wool armor. No need to be cold anymore, and I went outside and just looked around. Oh, pretty nice out here. And look at this. I found some stuff frozen in the ice.
fill this? Oh my god! What's all this stuff down there? All the stuff I just found. Golden boots, golden pickaxe, these crystals, a leather tunic.
I also found some copper ore too, but I wasn't sure how good copper was. In the morning, I used it to make a copper saber. Yeah, look at this thing. It was good for killing turkeys. Tons of them. I want a little bit of a turkey killing spree. I really needed to stock up on meat because when the winter comes, some animals won't spawn anymore. They go into hibernation or something. And I had no idea which animals would hibernate, so I just killed everything, just in case, you know? And I found some more stuff frozen in the ice.
Oh my god, more stuff. A diamond!
But then I found even more, and you know what? That's too much. As much as I would have loved just to take all this and continued on, yeah, I know the comments that you all would have left. So you know what I did? I went into the mod settings and I lowered the probability of finding loot in the ice by 600%, alright? And you know what? That would end up being a decision that I would later regret way into this playthrough. When I was sitting in my shelter, freezing to... You know what? Anyway, more on that later. Anyways, I found 3 diamonds and a half-broken pickaxe. Not bad. So the thing about the brick house is that it's technically a dungeon. There's a staircase that leads down to it, and on day 5, I went down. It's spooky down there, let me tell you. But you know what's also spooky? Ghosts. And I have to tell you about a video that I recently made with my good friend Robert. It's kind of like this video, but we played Phasmophobia in VR. Now you might have seen the first one where we played for the first time. This is a sequel to that, alright? This time we went to a prison and, ooh, let me just tell you, you gotta watch this video after you finish this one. But now we're going somewhere new. A prison. New to me, not new to Robert, okay? This guy did 7 years in federal prison for something he did in an Uno lobby on Xbox Live in 2006. Okay, so I went down to the dungeon and I cleared out several floors. I found this sword that had mending on it, and oh wow. Last time I found something that had mending on it, I didn't know what it meant. Just left it in the chest and walked away, and a lot of people got very angry with me. Very, very angry. Freaked out, so this time I got it, alright? Day 6. I made some purified water because I'm gonna need to drink it at some point. I was also getting stressed about making an Aussie liner. Now, you don't know what an Aussie liner is. It's a beautiful thing you can add to your armor that keeps you warm or cold depending on where you are. Self-adjusts your temperature. But to make one of those, I needed magma, ice, slime, and string. And I was a very long way off of getting all of that, so I just kept clearing the dungeon. The following day, I went exploring and I found a village. Look at this. There's a Fletcher there. So I knew it was going to be good for arrows. No need to worry about those. Day 8. All right, yeah, I'm going to tell you about day 8. So here's what happened. I was starting to think about leaving the brick house, you know? Build something else, but to do that, you need supplies to do that. So I went out and gathered some supplies and did that for a little bit, but then I continued clearing out the dungeon, and I like this. Okay, so I was having this problem where sometimes I would strike a zombie and it would damage me. And then there was a whole bunch of them, so I didn't know which zombie to attack and which one not to attack. So I came up with a plan. I called it Zombie Hole. When you got a bunch of zombies like this, dig a hole and just lure them into it. And once they all go in the hole, you just seal it up. Boom. No need to worry about those guys anymore. They were down there for like 100 days. I spent pretty much the entire day and night in the dungeon doing that. Day 9, I came back up and I wanted to trade with the Fletcher, so I headed back to the village. This was a big mistake because by the time I got there, it was night and I was a very cold man. So cold that I almost froze to death. I told myself, you know what, I'm not doing this again. I'm not gonna risk freezing to death out here. Then the very next day, I did it again. I went out exploring and I found a village, but problem was that despite marking my path there, I was totally lost. Yeah, it was a man who had no idea how to get home, no idea where to go or what to do, and wow, I really thought I was gonna die here. But then I was so relieved to see the glowing lights of a village. I stormed right in there, and you know what happened? It was the first village that I went to, and the goddamn goose was still there.
Oh my god, they're still mad at me. The geese are still mad.
The next day I continued exploring and I found another village which had a blacksmith with lava. This was good, so I grabbed it and I headed home, but for the 3rd consecutive night in a row, I nearly died to the cold. But this was the worst one yet. I had no idea where I was, and honestly, I know I said the night before that I thought I was gonna die, but no, this time I really truly thought I was gonna die. But then I saw a torch and I was like, oh, you know what, I'm going home. Lead me home. I followed the torches and I barely made it home, but I did it, right? It's nice and safe. I took a break from exploring and went back to the dungeon, which was somehow safer than being outside. I went deeper and I found a floor that had tons of obsidian and magma block. I was so happy to see these magma blocks.
37 magma shards. Okay, hell yeah. That's what you gotta do.
I stuck around and got some XP and additional loot. Ooh, now that I had magma shards, that was very good. Very, very good, because it meant that I could start building a heating coil, which I could use to build... I could heat a house that I made. Very good news to get these magma shards. So I spent the entire day going out, looking for where I was going to build the house, and getting supplies to do it. Day 14, I went mining. I was going to need some rock to build, and obviously some iron. Coal, copper, all that stuff. So went mining, but my copper axe, it sucked. When I found redstone, which I needed, I could not get it. No, I needed an iron axe for that. So the next day, I went back down there and I found a bunch of iron. A man really needs iron. So I used that to make a new iron pickaxe, which then I used to get the redstone, so I could build the heating coil. You know what I also found? I found some diamonds.
Okay, see, is that diamond? Or what is that? I swear if this is that winter ore, I'm gonna be really mad. See? Palladium. This better not be palladium. Ah, it's diamond! Alright.
But on my way home that night, I nearly died to a skeleton.
Oh, you wanna play? Okay. 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 Look at that. Look how close I was immediately. I'm gonna die like that. I'm going to die if I keep doing stuff like that. Oh my god.
I was becoming a very risky man. Way too risky, if you ask me. So the next day, I solely focused on building my new house. I like this location. It seemed peaceful and safe, you know? Two things a man really needs on a day like this. So I spent the day digging it out.
That's gonna be a nice little spot right there. It's gonna be pretty nice.
I did the same thing the next day, but this time I built a little campfire to keep warm while I was working. Look at this. It's so nice, you know? A little campfire, building your little house. This is something I like right here. This is good. But by the next day, yeah, my opinion changed on the house. I was not liking the way it looked. It just looked bad.
It's not looking good anymore.
So the following day, I thought I'd lower the floor by 1 block and see if it would make it look any better. And this was a big mistake because, you know what? I spent way too long doing this, got way too focused on it, and I was outside too long. I did not realize how cold it was getting. And I came very close to dying to hypothermia.
Oh my god, that was close. Oh my god.
Since I didn't like the look of the cabin, I thought, you know what? Maybe making it brick might look a little bit better. So I stole some brick from the house that I was staying in and brought it with me to test. On my way back, I walked along the frozen river. You know what? It reminded me of something.
This like a frozen river reminds me of River Boys. Well, the thing I used to do in high school.
Okay, River Boys, let me tell you about River Boys. So it was a game we used to play back in high school in winter. So our school backed onto a forest which had a river that ran through it. What we would do is, on our lunches, we'd go down to the river and walk along the frozen ice until either one or more of us lightly fell through the ice, you know? Like your foot or your leg goes through the ice. Real cold, it was freezing. Then you'd have to sit in class for the rest of the day with a frozen foot, soaking wet pants. It got so bad that I remember our science teacher was like, hey, you gotta stop doing this, all right? Stop doing this. I'm not gonna let you into class if you come back soaking wet again. But you know what? We loved River Boys. We loved it so much that we just started bringing an extra pair of socks or pants or something like that. Loved River Boys. It was so much fun. But then it all changed. See, we were going down to the river every single day for like 2 weeks. And what happened was that we broke so much of the ice from falling through and breaking it with sticks and stuff that we had to go further and further upriver every day just to find new unbroken ice. And the problem was that the river got deeper the further you went up. It was no longer just a little shallow stream under where we were breaking. No, it was a full flowing river at this point. But we kept playing the game. Just getting riskier and riskier, you know? But then it got bad. Because we were out on the ice one day and the ice cracked and my friend dropped through. It wasn't just his foot or his leg or anything like that. It was his entire body that dropped through the ice and he just barely managed to grab on before he got sucked under. At the time, I didn't even realize what had happened. I remember laughing because I just saw this man drop, and then it struck me how dangerous of a situation this was. He was about to be pulled under the ice, and the current would have carried his body way downriver under the ice, and that would have been it. But this man was holding on. So we pulled him out, but to this day, I still remember seeing the terror in his eyes. Anyways, that was last time we played River Boys. Look at this. I found a reindeer.
Oh, reindeer. Hello. How's it going? You guys are cool. I like you guys. Can I ride you? I can ride it. I can ride a reindeer.
I rode this man home and I brought him in my house, which ended up being another decision that I would soon deeply regret. The next morning, I was worried about my man. I had lava in my house, and I did not want this man to go walking into it, so that would be heartbreaking, you know? But as is tradition, I named the man.
Okay, this man needs a name. You know what I'm gonna call him? Mucknuck. I actually like that name. Yeah, that's a good name. Mucknuck. Alright, you're staying in here, Mucknuck.
Couldn't stop thinking about where I found him. That area looked good. It looked way more like the Canadian Arctic than where I was building, so I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna build there instead. On this nice little plot of land right next to a lake. This is gonna be good here. So I built a little campfire and I started clearing it out. Then I rode another reindeer home. Following day I went back and continued building, but yet again I made a big mistake. Stayed out way too long building, and I had to desperately dash home. I was on the verge of freezing to death, and it became clear to me that I wasn't gonna make it home. So I had to think quickly, otherwise I was going to die. My first thought was, I'm gonna kill this reindeer and crawl inside of him, but there was precious time and I wasn't sure that this would be a function included in this mod. So my second option was to just dig a giant hole and build a fire at the bottom of it, so I did that. But there was a new problem. Yeah, look at that. I was thirsty. So I had to climb out of the hole once I was warm to try to get some water, and wow, I immediately was attacked by several mobs. So I had to run, and with just one heart left, I ran home.
Holy crap. My hands are shaking. Holy crap. Holy crap.
My hands were shaking, and I thought I was gonna die, but I didn't. I made it home, and I put some meat on the furnace, drank some water, and started to warm up. I was safe. Or so I thought. Remember when I said that bringing the reindeer into my home was a decision that I would soon regret? Well, it's time to show you why that is. So after cooking the food and warming up, this man kicked me into a wall or something. So there I was, laying dead. Cause of death, kicked in a wall by a reindeer. And I thought, you know what? Hey, that's not my fault. I was murdered by a reindeer. How can you blame a man for that? So I decided, I'm just going to continue on. I'm going to convert the world to survival, and that's that. Yeah, I don't want to hear any comments about this, alright? The only comment I want you to leave is, wow, on day 22, I feel so sorry for you. That reindeer murdered you, and it's not your fault, and it's good that you switched to survival mode. Alright, leave a comment like that. So after I brought myself back from the dead, I told myself that I would not die again. And that if I did, no matter what happened, it was my fault. Which also became a decision that I would later regret. Day 23, I spent the entire day looking for wool since I had lost everything. Most of my stuff landed in the lava or despawned and it was gone. So I made iron weapons and found enough wool to make a jacket and boots. The next day I had an idea. You know, I don't want to be stuck outside freezing to death ever again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bunch of warming stations between the old house and the new house I'm building so that if I, inevitably, when I do stay out too long, I can just stand by one of these warming stations and everything will be okay. So that's what I did. To build them, I needed lava. So I went down to the dungeon and I got some and boom, it was good. Also got some carrots and I learned that I could feed them to the reindeer.
Let's see if my theory's right. Do you like carrots? Yeah, he loves them. Nice.
I built the warming stations and returned home, and I tried to sleep, but I couldn't because there was a monster outside. You know what? This was a trap.
Oh my god.
I like the look of the black cobblestone I was using, but I needed more of it, so I went into the mine and I mined 2 stacks of it. Additionally, I got some more wood. Day 26, I was back to working on the house, and you know what? I forgave my man Mucknuck. We played Jump the River.
Ah, that's a huge jump. So you can jump over this. Ready? Oh, that was good. Wow. Oh! Barely made it right here. You can make it. Oh, hell yeah!
I made the floor out of slabs. It looks good. Makes the windows look a little bit better, you know? But you know what? I stayed out way too late again. It was dark and cold, and I would never make it back alive. So I dug a hole and I just stayed there throughout the night. In the morning, I climbed out of the hole and kept working. I built a double-ended fireplace in the center, which made the house look nice and also kept it warm. But the sun was setting, and I learned my lesson, so I went home. The next day, look at this. I found an eel.
Whoa! What is that thing? Raw eel meat.
I needed sand to make the glass, so I followed a river until I found some, but the problem was that it was underwater, so I was going to be a cold, cold man, but yeah, I jumped in anyways and started getting it. When I came up for air, I almost came up under the ice, which, that's scary stuff right there. But I got the sand, went home, and started cooking it. Look at this. Look at this man. Look at this guy.
Hey, my man, sit outside the... Hey, I got one guy outside and one guy inside. One guy out. One guy in. Pretty good.
I worked on the house, but ran out of black cobblestone. I also was getting concerned about the fireplace. Was either too big or in a bad spot, and didn't know where I was going to put my bed, but you know what, yeah. So the next day, I went back into the mine and got more black cobblestone. This stuff was, I really like the look of this black cobblestone. I also brought the bed with me back to the new house and set it up. I wasn't a fan of where I put it, but it was temporary, so it was fine. I did not do much on day 32 besides get wood and work on the deck of the house. I did notice though that it was getting colder, and that scared me. The following day, I had to go back to the old house to get some stuff. On my way there, my reindeer fell in a hole. You don't worry though, this wasn't Mucknuck, it was some other guy. So I just grabbed another one and moved on, went mining.
There we go, baby. That's diamonds, right? Yeah, look at that. Ooh, big vein. That's what I like. 6 diamonds. Not bad.
I spent the entire night mining black cobblestone. Came up out of the mine in the morning, and I went back into the old house, and guess what? Look, my man Mucknuck got the guy. Rode him home. So happy to get this man home. Wasn't really happy with how the roof was looking, so I figured I was going to start doing that now. The next day, I worked on the roof more, and I needed more wood, so I went out and I got it. And I also built this nice outside area, and I thought this looked pretty good. Day 36, worked on the house. Just, you know, building. That was the name of the game here. Look, I started building like an expansion to it. To keep up with all this building I was doing, the next day I went out to get more building supplies, but you know what? There was a big problem. When I walked out of the door, I realized I had absolutely no idea which one of these men was Mucknuck.
Hey, you know what I just realized? I don't know if this man's Mucknuck. How can I trust this guy? Is this him? There's like so many of them. You come up here, there's like 2 there. A bunch there. How do I know if this guy's Mucknuck?
So then and there I realized I need a name tag, and I need one bad. If I see one, I'm gonna grab that for sure. So I went to the oldish house, you know, the one that I gave up on after like 2 days. I tore it all down, got all that precious wood, and brought it back. Then I warmed up by the fire, and my man's, look at this, it was nice. Just a man relaxing in his house. Little did I know that absolute misery was waiting for me. Turns out that this entire time that I was playing, I didn't even have seasons enabled. The whole winter thing, yeah, it was all in my head. It wasn't getting colder, this was just the default temperature. So you know what, I fixed it. I got the seasons mod installed, I set it to late autumn, and wow, it got so much worse. My first priority now was getting a season clock so that I could track how far along the winter was, you know? There's nothing worse than not knowing how many more days it's gonna snow. But to make a season clock, you need nether quartz, which meant I was going back to the dungeon. I figured it would be somewhere down in that lower level that I got to, and it's dangerous down there, so I made a diamond saber. And yet again, I immediately regretted it.
This is 6 attack damage. Let's see how much a halberd does. So 1 extra diamond and it does 14. Oh my god. Can I smelt this this saber down? Please tell me I can smelt it down. I can't smelt it down. I just wasted. It would be one more. Oh my god. Oh. I go down to 6 diamonds if I do this. This is such a waste. Why did I do this? And so I can use. Oh my god. Such a waste, man. Such a waste.
When I got down into the dungeon, I found nether quartz right away. That was good. A little bit of luck, you know? Very happy to have that. I took the opportunity, though, to grab a bunch of obsidian because I didn't know if I was going to go to the nether or not. And this stuff is just useful for whatever reason, you know? So I got a bunch of it, and I started fighting some mobs and exploring more of the dungeon. I killed a wither skeleton, and I got diamond boots. Yes.
Ooh, diamond boots. Look at that.
And then, look at this. One of those little guys almost got me.
I can't be doing that stuff.
Spent the whole night down there going around looking for stuff. And look at this, I got an anvil. By the time I got out of the dungeon, it was nearly the end of day 39, so I just rode home and went to bed. So I made the season clock, and just as I suspected, because I said it that way, it was late autumn currently, which meant that I had a small amount of time before things got absolutely brutal, but not much. So I went out and looked for wool, because I was gonna need a lot of it, but sadly, could not find any. No wool for a man like me. I did, however, find a beach, so at the very least I got some more sand, but my man's, it was getting cold. Getting very cold. I had to make a fire to warm up, and then run home. The next day I went out again, looking for wool, because I was a man who wasn't ready to give up, you know, and look at this, I found a little bit. But by the time that happened, it was very cold out. I was very, very, very cold, and it was getting dark, and there was absolutely no way I was going to make it home alive. So I went to this village, went in the house, and realized I gotta use a little bit of wool. Gotta use a little bit of wool to make a bed so that I can survive the night. So I did just that, and yeah, that was that. The next day I went straight home, and I made a heating coil. These things, you need something like this to get through the winter. Let me tell you, a man is not making it through the winter without one of these things. So I made it, set it up, and boom, I was very happy to have this. Very, very happy. Kept me nice and warm, you know? So then I thought, you know what, this is good. Why not have a bunch of these around my house? And that was my new plan. Day 43. Let me tell you about day 43, okay? I had slime on the mind, you know? Ever get that slime on the mind? I really wanted to build the Aussie liner, but you need slime, and if you look around here, you think you're gonna find slime in a place like this? No, you gotta find it in a chest, only way. I went past this, like, snow temple at some point, or dungeon. I thought, you know what, hey, maybe there's some slime down there, so that's what I did. Spent the whole day down there, whole day and the whole night, and I did not find slime, but I did find a name tag, which is, that's good, need one of these. I continued exploring the dungeon into day 44, and I found coffee. You ever find coffee in this game? Nothing like a nice hot coffee for a very tired, cold man, you know? I drank this, and it gave me like 10 minutes of haste and speed. This was good. And then you know what? Look at this. I found a slime ball.
Slime too. Oh my god, that's exactly what we needed.
After finding that beautiful slime, I packed it up and got out of the dungeon. I headed home and used the name tag to finally name my man Mucknuck. Yeah, look at this. No way I'm losing track of this guy ever again. Perfect. I finished the day off by building some more stuff on the house, and wow, look at this. The first snowfall. House is not a home unless it's got some stuff inside. That's what a lot of people say that, you know? I heard a lot of people say. Anyway, so I'm really bad at furnishing anything I build. So this time I wanted to try to do it a little bit better. I put up armor racks. Yeah, that's it. That's all I did the whole time. Look at these. Then I went outside to greet my man Mucknuck, and wow, the man was gone.
Where is he? You wander away? Where is he? It's freezing out here. You wandered away. This is why I need a lead.
The next day I went back to the dungeon and I found one more slime. This is not enough slime. I'm gonna need a lot of this stuff, and this was just not cutting it. But you know what? I thought if there's one, there's got to be more. So I kept looking for slime. There was this like crypt room, and I realized, you know what? There might be something hidden in the caskets in here.
There's another slime ball. There's stuff hidden behind these things.
I spent the rest of the day, night, and following day down there in the dungeon looking around, and when I finally came back up out of the dungeon, it was day 47. So I ran home as fast as possible and pretty much went straight to bed. Okay, day 48. This was a good day. I'm gonna tell you why. So I made my first 2 pieces of heating goo. Heating goo, you gotta have it. You gotta have it when it's cold out. And this, you need a lot to make an Aussie liner. But just getting 2, that was good for me. I was happy with that. But I needed more, and slime was the one thing preventing me from having it. So I went back to the crypt, and this time though, I went down there with a plan. A foolproof plan, okay? You see, all of the chests are in the crypt, in these little caskets here. So what I did was, I decided, why don't I dig behind them, and then simply extract the loot from them without having to reveal myself to all the zombies. There's no way this could go wrong. I spent the entire day and night doing that, and by the next morning, I had only found 1 slime. I was thinking, wow, I'm going to be spending a lot of time down there. It's going to be 100, I spent 100 days in the dungeon. I also noticed that look at my water. Look how quickly that was dropping. It was going down at the same rate as it does when I don't have the thirst debuff. What was going on here? Thirsty man. When I got home, I made 2 more heating goo, while this man watched me from outside. Look at this guy.
This guy's just staring into my house. Yeah, he's staring at me. It is snowing.
Day 50. Halfway through. I went out looking for sheep, but I wasn't finding any. The only thing I found was this eel or something. Look at this thing.
What the hell? I got unpleasant sucking. Did that thing attack me? Did I just get attacked by an eel? No, don't freeze the beef.
I was done going outside for a bit. It was way too cold, so I spent day 51 inside working on my house. I made some beet juice. You ever try this stuff? It's good. It hydrates you real good. Then I just worked on making an entrance to a mine, but I also wanted to grow some carrots so that I could feed my reindeer, you know? Maybe that would make Mucknuck come back. So I started making an indoor farm, and I thought that I could put water blocks under the carrots that I wanted to grow. I had no idea if this was going to work or not, but I thought, you know what, if this works, I'm the smartest man alive. The next day I worked on the mine entrance more, and I put these logs up to make it look like they were supports. I like the look of this. But I was running out of wood and black cobblestone, so on day 53, I went out and got more. I also set up a window next to my farm so that I could get some natural light. I don't know if that's required or not for farming, but you know what, I tried anyways. I was running out of food, so I went out and did some ice fishing, my mans, and yeah, I wasn't catching much, and I was very, very hungry, so in a moment of desperation, I killed a reindeer for meat. I did not want to do that again, so the next day I went out hunting to solve my food issues before it got out of hand. But it was very, very cold. I was even taking damage inside my house, so this is winter starting, you know? I don't know what I ended up doing this day. I think I just stayed inside and warmed up. Who knows? The following day, I checked my season clock, and my suspicions were confirmed. It was now midwinter, which meant, I was in the worst of it.
Is there like a warming potion?
I went back to the old dungeon and went down deep to where the magma blocks were, and because I wanted more, you know, I need some of this stuff. So I spent the entire day down there at night looking for stuff and, you know, just packing everything in. I continued on into day 56 where I spent the entire day also, but I got greedy. I couldn't just go back up to the surface. No. I had to keep going, had to get more and more stuff, and I paid the price. One of the little guys got me. Okay, I know I said that the next death, no matter what happened, was definitely my fault. I want to reconsider that statement, okay? How could any man prepare for a little guy like this getting him? No way! These things are tough. So, this one doesn't count either, okay? Everyone says that. If a little guy gets you, it doesn't count as a death. I heard a lot of YouTubers say that, so, okay? It's good. Anyways, I went to bed, and that was that. So the next day, the very first thing I did was run straight back to where I had died. And you know what? The little guy was waiting for me.
Oh, I saw him. He's coming back. There. Oh, yeah, he can get through everything. He can climb everything. Oh, he can't climb that. Oh. Hey. Can't get through that now, can ya, idiot? Yeah, run away. See you later. Guy's an idiot. That scared me.
After that, I knew I had to leave. I'm not spending any more time down there. Hell no. So I got up out of the dungeon, and look at this. On my way back, there was a guy just standing in a tree.
Hey! Good to see you. I've been looking for you. You're in a tree now. Alright, good.
When I got home, I went through my inventory and realized that I had walked away from the dungeon with just a couple magma shards and a tiny bit of string. Yeah, that was a good use of time right there. My house was very cold and I wanted to do something about that. So you know what? I came up with 2 plans. The first was to put up this wall right here, this big wall, so I could section off the heat in the house so that some heat stayed in this area and some heat stayed in that area so that it wasn't wasting heat. It was good. The second was to jam a magma block inside my big fireplace. My hope was that it would just generate a little bit more heat, and you know what? At least one of these 2 ideas worked because the house got warmer. The next day, I went out exploring, and you'll never guess what happened to me. Oh God, you'll never guess. I got way too cold, went too far, and had to come home with hypothermia. I was a very, very cold man, and I barely got home before dying. You notice how I said before? Yeah, because I got inside, and while I did start to warm up, I died of thirst. I'm really struggling to come up with an excuse for this one. This is, yeah, I don't know. After this, I thought, I'm not going out for a bit, so I shifted my focus into making another portal in my basement to, I don't know, maybe I could jump in there and keep warm or something? Who knows?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Okay. I don't know what to say about that one. That one was, okay. I went into the nether and I quickly left right after. It was kind of pointless going in there. The next day I woke up feeling just, wow, defeated, you know? Didn't even want to get out of bed. In fact, I took a whole week off of playing. This is around the time that I went and played Phasmophobia in VR with Robert, you know? Just something to take my mind off of my troubles. After doing that, making that video, I was back ready to go, nice and fresh. So I got back to it. The first thing I did was I made a heating room where in case of emergencies I could run and heat up. Yeah, spent a bunch of time doing this, and I literally never stepped foot in here again after I finished it. Second thing I wanted to do was make heating packets. Since it was already day 60, there was no more point in me trying to make an Aussie liner. Just that there was no way that thing was getting made, so I switched my focus to just making heating packets, which were temporary, one-use items that would heat me up and keep me warm, and I could make a bunch of them from just a little bit of heating goo. Problem was that I needed paper and seeds, and I didn't really have that many seeds, and I definitely didn't have that many paper, so I went out looking.
No! Come out. Okay, I'll come back and get you after.
This ended up being a big problem, because the time I spent trying to get this man out of the river, it ended up killing me. I got seeds and I got home, but I wasn't fast enough because, yeah, I just died again.
I'm gonna die. Half a heart. No water. I'm gonna... No. No! No! No!
Oh, this is where I died from thirst and not hypothermia. I knew it was one of these two. I came back a week later, still dying. The next thing I needed was paper, and surprisingly, it's kind of difficult to get it out here. I thought I could just go to birchwood and harvest it like you do in RLcraft. No, does not work here. And sugarcane. Yeah, good luck finding that. It is very hard to find out here. Okay, I'm being a bit dramatic. It's not very hard to find, but it's hard to grow, or you can't grow. I don't know. I couldn't get paper. Okay. I don't want to see any comments saying, "Oh, you should have just made the paper." No, the paper was very hard to get. So the next day, I was flipping through Minecraft Wiki. I was going on all these different mod page websites trying to figure out how do you get paper, and I found out that you can make a sawmill. Okay, a sawmill is good because you can use it to cut wood, but one of the byproducts of cutting wood is sawdust, and with sawdust, well, you can make paper. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make a sawmill. Hell yeah, just think about that. A man like me outside in the winter, just his sawmill and all his reindeer. I like that. So I spent the whole day getting ready to go out and look for the stuff I needed to make it. The next day I went back to the old house and went down into the dungeon and got 49 magma shards. Yeah, you heard that right. 49. Why did I do that? I was supposed to be getting stuff for the sawmill. Anyways, by the time I got out of the dungeon, it was nighttime, and it was cold, and there was absolutely no way in hell I was running back in this. Learned my lesson. So I just sat by the fire and waited. But here's where I made another massive mistake. You see, when I was down in the dungeon getting those 49 magma shards, I couldn't help but notice that I had really bad breath. So I thought, yeah, while I wait by the fire here, I'm gonna go brush my teeth in real life. So I got up, left my computer, and I went and brushed my teeth. While I was doing that, I couldn't help but think, maybe I shouldn't have walked away. So I ran back downstairs and,
No! No, 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 no! No! No, no! Oh my god, no! No!
Standing next to the lava killed me. Some fire must have spat out or something and burned me. I don't know why. I could not catch a break in this. The following day I went back and got my stuff, but sadly I lost the one thing I didn't want to lose. The magma shards. Tell me how magma shards are going to burn up in lava. How does that make any sense? Anyways, I remember now why I went down there. I needed gold, copper, and redstone to make the sawmill. So the first thing you need to make a sawmill is a reception coil. Right? I think that's right. Okay, anyway, so I made one of those, but when I tried to make the second part, a machine frame, it wouldn't work. So I thought, okay, maybe I gotta learn how to make it first before I can craft it. And how do you do that? How does a man learn anything? Books, right? So I found this book. It's like a lexicon, crafting lexicon or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but I made it. And yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, it's gone now. I just turned it into a block of snow. That's what I did with it. Okay. This is... I can't even get through the door. I can't even get through the door. Just walk through the door.
Okay, that right there, that pissed me off. Nothing was going my way. It was the middle of the winter, I was freezing, and I was just suffering. The next morning, I tried again. I thought, alright, I'm gonna make a saw blade. Okay, surely that will help. And guess what? Yeah, it didn't. It didn't do anything at all. It was just a big waste of time, and I only had a little bit of iron left. And I was wasting it on stuff like this. But after looking more into it, I realized maybe I needed a tin gear. So I went out, found tin, brought it home, made the tin gear, and would that finally work? No, God no, nothing works for me.
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my god!
By this point, it was late winter, and the one thing that was keeping me going was the idea that, you know what? It's gonna get warmer soon. Things are gonna start getting better. But little did I know that things were about to get so much worse. The next morning, I went out, looked around, and I thought, you know what? I'm in Canada, right? I'm a Canadian guy just trying to live through the winter. What do I gotta do? I gotta build a pond hockey rink or something. So, that's what I did, my mans. I started building a goddamn hockey rink. Well, how does a man do that in Minecraft? Well, you know what? I'm gonna show you right now, okay? Step 1, throw that stupid tin gear in the hole. You don't need that thing anymore. Step 2, build the nets. I used fence pieces. They don't look good at all, but you know what? They're gonna work fine. Step 3, get players. This was a problem. I was utterly alone out here. I had no one. But I had the next best thing, reindeer.
Hey, look at these guys. Getting the game going here. Okay, you're gonna be a goalie. Put you here. Oh! You're gonna be a goalie too. Oh. Gotta go. Look, he's in net. Look at him. Look at him, he's a goalie.
Step 4. After you get enough reindeer, realize that if you're going to do this, you're going to go all the way with it. So start building boards. The following day, I did just that, you know. I started building the rink all day. It was good. I want to be honest here. I don't know why I did any of this. I spent like 4 days making this stupid rink and trying to get reindeer to play hockey. What was this? This was such a waste of time. I ended the day by watching my mans and doing some ice fishing. But it was cold. It was so cold that my lure kept freezing.
No!
I was very, very hungry on day 68, and ice fishing wasn't working out too well. And I did not want to kill my reindeer. Those guys were my players, and there was no way I was killing another one of those. So I went out hunting and then spent the rest of the day getting more reindeer for my rink. The next day I continued looking for reindeer to play hockey for me. I didn't realize it, but I had actually traveled pretty far from my house, and I'm sure you know where this is going. Well, maybe not, because you know what? I ended up killing a bear. Problem was that, yeah, I was cold, and I was far. A deadly combination. But you know what? It's not my fault. I was just a man trying to find reindeer.
This is all my fault. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm such an idiot. I could have prevented this. This is entirely my fault.
Somehow I made it home, just barely, but when I got there, a reindeer was blocking my entrance.
You get out of the way of the door! I'm gonna move! Come on, don't die. God damn it! God, no!
Okay, you know what? I'm starting to think that some of these deaths are, in fact, my fault. Yeah, well, before going to bed, I looked out my window at my mans, and I thought, you know what? Things aren't so bad. I love these guys.
Look at all my reindeer. I love these guys. They're all just hanging out. Got 2 guys down there. Got a lot of guys down there. They love it in there. It's the favorite place to be. Hey, you're going in there tomorrow, don't you worry.
It was day 70, and I hadn't even placed an enchanting table. I should have done this immediately. You know, next time I do a 100 days thing, I'm doing the enchanting table right away. Hold me to that. If I don't, I'm a crazy guy, okay? I wanted to put the enchanting table under the rink because I thought that would look cool. You know, who wouldn't want to enchant something underneath a hockey rink? So I started digging a big old tunnel. I was a very happy man on the morning of day 71. You want to know why? Because it was officially spring.
Early spring, baby. See that? Early spring.
Spring, my mans, all right? Hey, what a great season. This is my favorite season in real life, favorite season in game. So happy to see that. It is not spring in real life right now. It is the heart of winter right now. Very cold, very dark, and I really wish it was spring in real life. It gets dark at like 4:30 p.m. What is that? That's not any. Okay, I'm getting off. So it was spring in game, and you know what? It still wasn't exactly warm. You know, a man was still cold out there digging a tunnel. But I persisted, and I got smart. I counted the blocks between the entrance where the tunnel started and the rink, and then I dug accordingly. But I had to stop to go ice fishing because I was getting very hungry. I needed food badly. I also needed paper still for the heating goo packet. I only needed 6 pieces of paper, and I couldn't even have that.
Okay, here's the problem. I got this heating goo, right? Stuff is great. I would love it. I'd love to use it. But the problem is that I can't make these heating packs because I need paper, right? Okay, well, how do you get paper? You need sawdust. Can't make sawdust. It doesn't work. Sugarcane? I can't grow it unless it's summer. And you know what it is right now? Spring. So I can't, I'm a man who cannot have paper.
The next day, I went to the Nether to warm up, and what followed was, well, it was the worst 5 minutes of my entire history playing Minecraft. It was, yeah, you might want to just skip this part of the video if I'm being honest.
Oh! What the? Oh! I can't even see him. Oh! Why is there snow in the Nether? Oh, these guys are shooting machine guns at me. I don't even know where to go here. My palms start immediately sweating when I come here. Well, my thirst is going down too far. Time to go back. Oh my god. This is not the way I came. There's so many skeletons here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know where I'm going. I've lost it. I don't know where I am. Oh my god. Where's the portal? I'm gonna lose everything. No, this is not fair. Ah! I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. This is nuts. This is nuts. Ah, okay. No. She said need the portal. What is that thing? There's a bear in the Nether. That's not normal. Oh my god, now I'm slowed. Stop. No, no. No, no. No, no, no. I'm gonna lose it all. No. No. I have so little.
The next day, I went back into the Nether with a vengeance.
You guys want a piece of me? You guys pushed me around, and you know what? No. I'm gonna take you all on. Every single one of you is going down. Let's do this. Come on. Shoot all the arrows you want. Shoot it all. Fire your machine guns. Come on. Send everything you got. Come on, send it all. Try me. Anyone else want to have a go?
But it wasn't enough, and sadly, I died again.
God damn it.
And then I decided then and there, I was done with the Nether for good. And I'm not just talking about this playthrough. No, I'm talking about in general. I am never going back into the Nether again, alright? This place is you go in there and you just die. It's a one-way ticket to dying. There's no point in going in here, okay? Never going in here again. If you see me going here, call me a crazy guy again. Okay, so I just went back to working on my tunnel in the rink. Nice and simple activities for me, you know? Day 74. Day 74 was a very, very good day. Let me tell you why. While I was out in the woods doing something, I forgot what I was doing, but I found this. You see that? That's a mushroom. So I picked it. I found out that you could grind it up into powder. You could eat that powder.
Oh my god, it's healing me. It's healing me. Oh my god, it's healing me.
After that, I got really confused and I got lost. While I was out there, I had found a bunch of stuff frozen in the ice. Remember that? This whole thing, I disabled this, and it would have been real useful before. Anyways, I found all this good stuff, including like diamonds. And I didn't want to lose this stuff, but it was getting dark and I was starting to freeze to death. So I ate more mushroom powder and then, yeah, I guess I set the forest on fire.
I'm standing next to fire. How can I have hypothermia? I'm standing next to fire. I'm standing next to fire. How can I have hypothermia? I'm standing next to fire. How can I have hypothermia? I'm standing next to a fire.
The heat from the forest fire kept me warm enough for a little while, but I knew I was going to die, so in my final moments, I stashed all my stuff in a chest, and then I died. My hope was that I could return here and get it back later. So the next day, I went out looking for the spot where I died, and I couldn't find it. But I did find a village that had a bunch of crops, including carrots and more mushrooms. Brought that stuff home and I fed my reindeer some more carrots and I liked it, you know? I was starting to feel like I was an official reindeer farmer. Yeah, Canadian reindeer farmer. I was liking the sound of that. I was giving the carrots to the reindeer and the mushrooms to me. It was good.
Alright, I got my farm going out there. Look at that. Looks good. Those guys are so happy out there.
But then something happened. I was hungry. Very hungry. And in a moment of weakness, I started killing reindeer for meat. But then it happened. I realized I was killing my long-lost friend, Mucknuck.
No! Mucknuck, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, Mucknuck, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. Jesus, my man, I'm so sorry.
With a clear mind, I headed out the next day to look for my stuff again. Somewhere out there in the vast wasteland, there was a chest filled with a ton of stuff that I needed. I left my house briefly, and I found sugarcane, which gave me enough to make the paper that I needed so I could finally craft a heating goo packet. So I did that, but then, wow, look at this.
Hey, love that. That's good.
Blue screen of death on my computer. When I got back, all my achievements had been reset for some reason. But nonetheless, I headed out and searched for my stuff, and I still couldn't find it. Couldn't find anything. Couldn't find any evidence that I was ever even in this forest. There was no burnt trees, there was no torches, there was nothing cut down, there was nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it made me think, did I hallucinate finding the gear? Lighting the forest on fire and filling the chest? Was there even a chest in the first place? I don't know. Because I never found that chest. I never found it throughout this entire playthrough. Where did it go? I looked around a lot and I could not find it. I eventually just gave up and went home. The next day my focus shifted to farming, but since it was the Arctic and all, I couldn't just plant carrots outside, I needed a greenhouse. So I started building one, and the first thing I knew was that I was going to need glass, so I went out and got sand. I continued working on the greenhouse into day 78, but I needed more building supplies. So the next day I went out and got more, and fired up the furnaces and finished the exterior of the greenhouse. Soon I'd be a man with a lot of carrots, my man, a lot. Couldn't wait for all these carrots, it's gonna be good. Or, so I thought. I continued working on the greenhouse on day 80, nothing more, nothing less. The following day I checked the season clock, and it was mid-spring, yes! Love that, love seeing that. I continued working on the greenhouse. I knew that I'd probably need some more lights in there, so I made these like hanging lights using iron bars with wooden torches. I really like the way these things looked. They were pretty cool. Then I finally set up my enchanting table. One of the reasons it took me so long was that I wasn't sure where I wanted to put it. I know I was planning on putting it underneath the lake and all that, but you know, it's way too much work. So I just put it in the front room, and I actually don't mind how it looks here. It's kind of nice. But if I wanted to use it, I needed some more levels, and you know what that means. Back to the dungeon on day 82. Yeah, I love it down here. So I love spending all my time down here. But this time, you know what? I wasn't going to screw around. I pushed further into the fire part of it. And you know what? I got diamond boots and a full stack of magma shards. But I started to feel like I was a man who was pushing my luck. So I went back up a few levels and safely killed some zombies until I was a couple levels higher. And then that took all night. I emerged the next day, but I wasn't ready to go back home just yet. I needed food. So I stuck around, hunted for some meat, cooked it, and then slept in the old house. Nice and fueled up, I went back down into the dungeon, and wow.
Holy crap, that was very close. Very close to going down to a little guy. Holy crap.
I got a bunch more stuff while I was down there. Most importantly, I got slime. Yeah, look at that. And a bunch more levels. You know, pretty good. Came back up, slept, and then went home. I was very disappointed to see that my greenhouse farm was not working. What was going on here? I thought maybe it was the type of soil I was using, so I tried using normal dirt and not this tundra dirt, and it still didn't work. Using bone meal on it, nothing was clicking. No, nothing was growing. Carrots are supposed to grow in the spring, and it was spring, and these things were not growing at all, so I don't know what was going on here. Just really wanted my carrots. So the next day I had carrots on the mind. I was very desperate to get these carrots, and yeah, I wasn't going to give up. So I thought maybe it had something to do with heating. So I built 4 heating coils and brought them into the greenhouse. We'll check back in on this later, but not to spoil anything, but I'll tell you right now, I was not happy with the results. In the meantime, I started enchanting my gear. Yeah, perfect timing on that, you know? 14 days before this is all over. Enchant it now. Great timing, Sean. I was even having trouble with this, though. For some reason, it's not working. You know, I was putting my stuff in the enchanting table, and sometimes I'd have 3 options, but other times I'd have 0 options, or 2 options, or I don't know what was going on here. I had tons of bookshelves, and it was screwing up too. What was going on?
Now I'm getting 0. Now I get 0. What is going on there?
I have no idea what was happening here. In the morning, I noticed that my temperature was now hot, which was a good sign. I celebrated by eating some mushrooms again.
Oh, ate some mushrooms again. Makes you go wonky. Oh.
I wanted to know what was going on with the carrot situation. I thought about how I picked them originally from a village, and that if you could grow them anywhere, it would be there. So I went back to that village, and guess what? You can't even grow the carrots there.
I want to plant my carrots. I can't do it, man. I'm gonna get this deer. Give me this. Give me your steak. I just want to plant my carrots. No one's letting me plant my carrots. Oh my god.
Day 88. I was very obsessed with these carrots, and I really wanted to grow them, but this was my final attempt to get them to grow. If this didn't work, I was gonna absolutely lose it. The new plan was to raise the temperature even higher in the greenhouse. To do this, I had to bring in the big guns. Magma blocks. Yeah, this was yet another decision that I would soon regret. Anyways, I had the bright idea of putting the magma blocks under the water blocks. Yeah, how do you think that went? Well, once I realized that it was drying the water up and therefore killing the soil, I rushed into my house, grabbed my diamond pickaxe, but then I realized that my diamond pickaxe was basically broken, so I had to repair it first. And in that moment, I made yet another terrible decision. See, instead of just making a new pickaxe for 3 diamonds, I opted to repair it. And guess how much that cost? 4 diamonds. How does that make any sense? Why did I do this? This was dumb. So I went and got the magma blocks. I don't even know if you need a diamond pickaxe to get magma blocks. You know what? You probably don't. So I got them out of there, and when everything was said and done, I lost 1 diamond and half my magma shards. Yeah, good day on day 88. The following day, I just wanted to get away from my farm since it was making me angry and depressed. So I went to the snow dungeon to see if there was anything I missed down there, and there wasn't, except for this creeper that nearly killed me.
Oh, that was close. Time to leave.
Day 90. I was feeling utterly defeated. Everything I had tried to do throughout the past 90 days had failed. So I just left the house to look around a bit, and I came across a bear. Then I had an idea. I went home, created a lead, and came back, and I tried to tame the bear.
No! No, come on. Oh!
This didn't work. I was a man he could not catch a break. No, nothing he tried to do was working. I was just a desperate man alone in the Arctic. So desperate that I just tried to tame another bear.
Ah! Oh my god! This one's attacking me. Oh, he's chasing me!
The next day, I checked on my carrots one final time. Nothing. I went back to the old dungeon because I remembered that there was carrots growing underground, and I visited the spot where they would grow and tried to plant some and use bone meal, and even that didn't work. So I came to the conclusion that you just can't grow carrots here. Well, it doesn't work, so I just gave up. I went home. When I woke up the next morning, I just left. I left the house and rode far into the Arctic tundra. Eventually, I stopped and realized something.
This is it. It's just this as far as the eye can see. With little pockets of forest. I really am alone out here. It's just me and these reindeer. It's literally all it's been for the last 92 days. Me, this big wasteland, and the reindeer. How does a man live like this?
I pulled it together and returned home. Oh yeah, look at this. I found this strange snowball. I don't know what this thing was all about, but I liked it, so I brought it back with me. When I got home, I cleaned up the house a bit, and I got rid of the indoor farm because, you know what, doesn't work. Don't need it. And then I added this back door. The following day, I went out, and I got a ton of black cobblestone. I came back home and finally admitted defeat. The greenhouse was not going to work, so I started renovating it. I removed all the dirt and replaced it with wood. The next day, I connected the house to the greenhouse, or should I say, additional room, and I made the exterior look a lot nicer. I continued building that deck, or whatever it was, into day 95, and I got it to look pretty good. I had a bunch of bone meal laying around, so I thought I'd at least put it to use and grow some trees in my backyard. At least it's something, you know?
Yeah, it's looking pretty nice now. Nice little walk from here. All the way to here.
Then I almost lost everything I'd just built.
Oh! No, 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 don't blow up there. I was... Jeez.
I made this cool design in the roof, a little different than what I normally do. I like this. One of the things I wanted to do was hide some torches in the trees to make them look like they're lit up a little bit. You know, make it look nice. I did this by making shears, then I got some leaves, then I put the torches down, and then I hid the torches in the trees with the leaves, and I actually really liked the way this looked.
Yeah, looks good.
Next, I added a nice pathway between the two areas of my house and flattened it down with a shovel. I planted more trees, and I started thinking about my man Mucknuck, and I wish that he was here to see this. So I went out to look for him, but I couldn't find him. I missed that guy. Instead, I brought a random man back, you know, this guy. Who is this guy? I don't know, I just brought him back with me. The following day, I didn't want to feel alone anymore, so I went out and I found a deer. It took me almost the entire day, but I managed to get him back to the house. But that wasn't even the hard part. It was getting this man in the door.
Come on, right here. Easy. Easy, not a corner. Stop going in the corner. Here, okay, fine, we'll go around this way. Come on. The door's right here. Just come into here. Go in. Just get in there. Nothing has worked for me. This is one little thing all I want. Please, please, I beg of you, get in the door. Get in the door. Nothing has worked for me. Nothing. This entire time, nothing. I couldn't even grow a carrot. Please just come through this door. I'm so alone out here. Just get in the door. Okay, you want to play like that? Come on. Come in. Come in. Come in. You're Yes. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. I did it. Holy crap.
I also captured 2 zombies that night, but in the morning they burned up.
Okay.
I found a third zombie, and this guy had a helmet, so I lured him in the building and quickly built a little jail cell for him. He loves it in there, and a good spot for him, you know? I named him, what did I name him? Manasol or something like that, I don't know.
Mazanalo. Maznalo. That's him. It's gonna be a very delicate procedure here, but I think I can pull it off. I gotta get him to come up to me. Hey, my man, over here. How's it going? Come here. There you go. Look at that.
Hey, look at that, not so bad, you know? Didn't feel so alone anymore. No, just me, my dear, the reindeer, and my man, Manasol. This guy. All right, good team right here. Well, the next morning, I felt kind of weird. I felt like it wasn't right to keep so many animals captive, especially when there's such a beautiful tundra out there for them to explore and eat carrots, even though they won't grow. Who was I to deny these creatures freedom? Why? Just because I felt lonely I had to bring others down with me? No. I wasn't gonna live like that. So I decided that I'd let them free.
No, get out of here. Don't you understand? Go. Leave. All of you, leave.
But then they just started staring at me, and I did not know what to do about that. And look at this, man.
Okay.
Day 100. That's it. It's over. I get to leave this place and absolutely never, ever, ever come back here again. So yeah, before you ask, no. Absolutely not. I will not be doing 200 days in this terrible place. There's no way I'm coming back here. There's no force on the planet that will get me to do 200 days out here. I'm going somewhere else for the next one. Hi mans, how's it going? I created a virus.
Take a look at this man right here. This is the first man infected with the mustard virus. I just came up with that right now. That's what I'm gonna name this virus, the mustard virus. As you can see, the sun has no effect on this man. He is not burning. Okay, I'm gonna get him inside before this thing spreads. Look at this, bright day. No effect on these guys. Where's this guy looking at me? Okay, little update here. Small problem. Spread to a few people, but hey, don't worry, it's just a couple. I can deal with this. Hold on a second. What are they doing? Are you seeing this? What are these guys doing? They're attracted to light. You can see that? Look at this. This is, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I think this is a problem now. Oh my god, they see me up here. Look at this!
Yeah, so there you have it. I'm the last man alive. So you know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to survive for 100 days in this post-apocalyptic wasteland. But here's the thing. The virus, it's mutating. I'm gonna manually make the virus get progressively more and more deadly every 10 days, starting with day 20. Take a look at this man right here. He's an idiot. He's slow, he's dumb, doesn't know what he's doing, doesn't know where he is, he's just a dumb guy. I can just walk right around this man. Well, you know what? Once the virus starts mutating, that won't work, because this man's gonna get faster and faster. He's gonna do more and more damage. He's gonna get the ability to sneak up on me without making sounds. Every 10 days, this virus is gonna mutate. Day 20, day 30, day 40. It's gonna keep the zombies are gonna get stronger and stronger, and eventually, well, you know what? I'm not gonna be able to walk around this man. I'm gonna have to hide from this man, and it's not gonna be just this man. No, it's gonna be a lot of this man. There's gonna be hundreds of this man. And I don't even want to tell you what happens if there's a blood moon. You'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna survive something like this. I don't know. If a man like me can survive all of that, well, the real challenge is on day 90. Because on day 90, the virus makes a critical mutation. It gives the zombies the ability to break down blocks. And not just dirt or wood, no. They can break down anything. If these men figure out that I'm in a building, that building is coming down and they're coming for me. These men, they want me dead. And you know what? I say, oh no, can't take down a man like me. I have 90 days to not only survive, but build a shelter that I can safely survive the last 10 days in. It will be an all-out zombie onslaught. I'm doing it on this map right here. Take a look around here. What do you notice? Yeah, it's all dead. Dead trees, dead wood, dead people. It's not good. My mans on the Discord server went ahead and built some buildings around for me to explore and scavenge. There's stuff in there for me to get, but apparently there's some traps, so yeah, that's good. If you want to play this for yourself, like usual, it's available for my Patreon supporters. So if you want to support me on Patreon, boom, you can play this yourself. If you want to support me here on YouTube, you can do so by just clicking that subscribe button, okay? You do something like that, and wow, it makes me a very happy guy. That's exactly what I'll say. You can also leave a comment saying something like, "Ooh, look at this guy go," or something like that. I don't know. And if you want to leave a like on the video, yeah, I'm not going to stop you from doing something like, hey, you know what? That's enough. All right, let's see how many days of this I can live through. Alright, day one. A man alone in the world. Last man alive, you know? So I spawned next to this building, and I wanted to know what was going on in there. So I walked over to it, and look at this. There's a zombie in there. Sure enough, guy was walking around, so I killed him. See, one zombie, very easy to kill. Very, very easy when it's just one. When you got a bunch of these guys that you gotta worry about. There was also a chest in there, which gave me a couple things to get going in this lifeless world, you know? And then I went out back.
Forge Labs Family Graveyard. That's oh, here comes another one. R.I.P. Sonya? Mod East? There's still... I gotta deal with something like that. Look at this. Mop Slot. Covert. Govine. Mod East. Kitty Rules. Pappy Cats. Wisefish? They got my man Wisefish in here too?
I was told that there's gonna be stuff hidden all over the map, and I just had to look for it if I wanted to find it. So I thought, hey, you know what? What are the chances there's something buried in one of these graves? So I started digging them all up, and no, there was nothing. Nothing at all, so I just desecrated all these graves for absolutely no reason. Good. So I left that place and started walking down the road. Got to a town.
Oh, got a few of them in there. Just gonna go away from that building right there. I don't have a sword. Oh my god. Okay, they're going back in. I don't have any weapons. Can't really. Oh my god, these guys are coming out. Okay.
I really needed sticks. I wanted to make better tools. The ones I had right now, not good. So I found a tree, and I got this mod on that makes it so the tree falls over when you knock it down. And look at this. I smoked a zombie with it. This man walked right into it. Can you believe that? Good kill. Hey, I just had an idea. See if you can count every zombie kill I get, and then like leave a comment saying the number or something like that. Anyways, night was falling, and wow, I got a blood moon. Yeah, on the first night. You know what a blood moon is? I'll tell you what it does. It does two things. First thing, stops me from sleeping. It's not a big deal, it's fine. But the second thing is a little rough. It spawns hundreds of zombies around me.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? They can't get in here, right? Look how many are coming. Get the fires out. Turn the lights out. Oh my god, they're trying to get in my doors. This is legitimately the scariest thing I've ever. How in the hell is someone going to survive something like this? Here, let me shoot one. No, it doesn't even kill it. And they're still coming. They're still coming from the woods. Look at the hill over there. What do you do? What do you do in a situation like this? There's one spawned on the roof. I gotta figure out the spawning thing. Here, shield back. Get off. Like, this is nuts. This is nuts. Look at this. And these things aren't going away in the daytime. They're spawning on top. I can't have. I'm not gonna survive this. They're spawning. How are they climb? Can they climb the vines? They can climb the vines. Cut the vines down. They're climbing the vines. I don't even know what to say. There's no way I'm surviving 100 days of this.
Trapped in the shelter. Ugh. Wow, what a perfect time to tell you about the sponsor of this video. This video is sponsored by my man's Dragon City. You know what they say? They say a man with a dragon is a man who's doing well, which is why I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta check out this game, okay? Dragon City, got a link to it in the description. Yeah, big dragon fan? Well, you know what? This is, yeah, look at that. This is the game for you. You get to collect hundreds of dragons, and then you take those dragons, you breed 2 of them, boom, you got a new one. You gotta care for this man, okay? You gotta feed him, you gotta train him, gotta get him ready for battle, because that's what you're doing. There's different PvP modes that you can fight in real time against all of your friends. You got other friends who like dragons, you bring them, see who's better. Hey, and you know what? You and your dragon, you're never gonna get bored, okay? Because there's events every single week for you guys to do. That's gonna, new adventures, all sorts of stuff. You'll have a good time. Here's the most important part, okay? Click the link in the description and you get a very special reward. You get 15,000 food, 30,000 gold, and 10 gems, okay? 10. Just make sure you got the latest version of the game. Don't keep that thing updated, okay? Be sure to click the link in the description. It really helps me out. And thanks to the sponsor Dragon City for sponsoring this, okay? Day 2. Hey, look at that. The zombies are still there. They're not going anywhere either because they don't despawn in the morning. No, these men are waiting outside my house for me. And I was a very hungry man. A man who needed food fast. Well, how does a guy like me get out of a situation like this? I'll tell you right now. I did 2 things, okay? 2 things. Number 1, I climbed right out of the shelter. And number 2, I ran very fast, my mans. Very, very fast. I picked a direction and just went. Right now, this works. You can just run from these things because they're so slow. But in the future, oh, that will not work at all because these things are gonna get faster and faster, and they will run you down and take you down, you know? So I went back to the hardware store and I looted another chest and I found some seeds. Look at this, look at all these seeds, pretty good. I also got some bones, which is a great combo for a hungry man, you know? So I ran till I found some water and planted the seeds and used the bone meal to get some bread. Hunger problem solved, at least for now. Then with some string I got from cutting down spider webs, I made a fishing rod. Yeah, I just sat there and did some fishing. It was a nice relaxing time after a very stressful first night.
Just a man fishing, you know? After a night like that, there's nothing much more you can do than just come to the water and fish a little bit. With an octopus in here. Here, come on.
I saw a zombie out in the field, which by itself is fine. When it's one, it's okay. At least you think, right? But the thing is that these things can multiply. One can become 50 just like that. It's over. I just took that man down. Then I snuck back to my house and took a good hard look around. Made sure there was no one stumbling about in front of my house, and there wasn't. It was clear, thankfully. And then I climbed back in, and it was good. I collected a bunch of dead wood, which you can't use to build anything, but you can use it to make charcoal. So I started doing that, and then I went to bed. All right, day 3. You know what they say about day 3? Good day to go to the library.
Oh my god, this is a... Forgot about that. There's a lot of them in here.
I let the zombies outside, then I started cutting them down. They almost boxed me in and killed me, but I outsmarted these guys. I got golden pants from one of them, which is pretty good. And then I headed into the library. There wasn't much in there except for a lot of books, which would be useful eventually, but not right now, not at all. So then I went to the jail. Look at this. There was a lot of zombies in there, and I was not doing that right now. No way. There was also this brick house nearby which had a bunch of zombies in the basement, so what I did was I let those guys out through the back door and thought, you know what, this is a problem for later, don't even worry about this. Then I went to a different house that had no zombies in it, which just had a bunch of mushrooms in a chest, so I could make some mushroom soup. Hey, that's pretty good. And then I went back to that brick house, dealt with a zombie problem or something, got down to the basement and got a bunch of iron. The hardware store had a lot of chests, and instead of making them myself, I thought, why don't I just go there and take a bunch of them? So that was my plan for day 4. My master plan at this time was to get some chests and just start filling them with all the resources I would need to build a very strong, defensible compound, which would keep me safe after day 90. Right now, it's easy to live in this world. The zombies weren't too much of a threat, but they were going to keep getting worse and worse, so I just wanted to try to get as much stuff as I could while it was easy enough to do that, and get my base ready for what was to come on day 90. While I was out exploring, I found a swamp, and I was thinking, you know what, this could be a pretty good place to build. A man in the swamp, who knows? Anyways, I got my chests, and before going home, I stopped by the jail and just take a look, take a listen what was going on down there.
Well, you think I'm gonna go down there? Like, look what's going on down there. Okay, I'm good down here. That place is I believe there's a death zone down there.
The next day, I was back getting more resources, and I spotted something in the distance.
Wow. Oh, there's stuff out there. Big red pillars. See that? Let's see what that is.
When you see something like that, you gotta take a look, you know? So I did that. I got up to it, and there's like security cameras all over it. What's going on here? Something like this is... A man's gotta have a look at something like this. I broke the fence and saw a sign about someone named Kelly.
If you can read this, you are too close to a dangerous gas disposal pipe. For your safety, you should leave immediately. The perimeter. Grandma Kelly bled out after a terrifying encounter with... There's dangerous gas here? Think they're lying? We're gonna go.
I was about to leave when I realized that the structure in the middle is pipe. So I climbed in and it was very dark. Very, very dark. And it sounded like there was a lot of zombies down there, so I left. Not in the mood to die, you know?
Maybe I'm not going down here. Maybe I'm coming down here later. Maybe I'm going down the dangerous pipe when I have armor. Ah! Thorns.
I spent most of the day getting iron bars from here. I was gonna need a lot of these. And on my way back, I spotted what looked like a security guard tower, but I thought I'd check it out later. When I got home, I used my iron to make a helmet and a very nice sword. The next morning, I was attacked by a horde.
Oh, got a herd coming my way. Got a herd coming my way. Okay, let's try to deal with these guys.
Now that I had more gear, I felt better about going to the jail. I went in and just look at this. Why is there so many people in this jail?
How many people do they have in this jail? This is way too many people for this size of a jail. Okay, they're coming up. There's gotta be 1,000 people down here.
I killed a bunch of them, but these men kept coming, and there was no way I was taking them all down, so I left. I explored a bit more and found a destroyed house or something. Then I had to run home because it was very dark, my man. Very, very dark. More exploring the next day. I was looking for a cave. It'd be very useful, but I saw this structure in the distance, and I had no idea what it was, but I thought I'd check it out later.
Whoa, what is that? Look at that big place.
I eventually found a cave, which it had a pig in it. You ever see a pig in a cave? Kinda weird. What's this man doing down here? Anyways, I snuck around and found a bunch of iron, and when I came out, there was a grizzly bear. Ran away from that man, and went straight home. Next morning, there was a storm. I love a good storm, you know? It's very cozy, especially when you're the last man alive, just storming some zombies. I went out and it was very quickly overrun. Look at this.
Oh my god, there's so... Look at this. They start coming out of you... They start spawning so quickly. Oh my god, look down there.
These things, they can multiply very quickly. While fighting them, I bounced one into a pond. That gave me a very good idea. Very, very good idea. So I ran back home, but wow, the horde followed me home.
We just have all these guys here. It's not even a zombie night. And they're still coming. Look at this. It's daytime right now. This is just regular zombie spawns. I'm scared this is not good. I'm scared they can get in.
My idea was to craft an iron hammer, okay? These things are expensive, but wow, they will knock zombies back far, my mans, I'm telling you. Look at it, just sends them flying. I also made iron armor since when I was out last, I almost died. I had another problem though. Since my house was constantly being surrounded by zombies trying to get in, I could not sleep.
I can't sleep with it. Like, I can't sleep because there's monsters nearby, but you'd never be able to sleep with all this sound too. Listen to how loud that is. Look at this. You guys are outside, they're going nuts.
I was still stuck in my house by the next day. How does a man get out of a situation like this? I'll tell you how. A man digs out. But as I dug, I could hear them above me, following me. And that gave me another idea.
This is good. I can do something with this. If I'm smart in this situation, a man can survive something like this. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to build a safety buffer. So as long as that block's there, they can't do anything, right? If I break this, they can't do anything. If I break that, they can't do anything. I do this, this, and that. There's nothing they can do, right? I want to do this. Oh, here we go. No, 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 you guys need to go. There we go. All right. Come on down, one at a time. Come on down. This is how you do it. This is how I'm going to deal with them.
The only thing was is that I know me, and I will end up walking right into that hole. I will forget it's there and go straight in. So I put a trap door down. Then that night, when all the zombies showed up, I tested it out. It worked, kind of. Some zombies were not landing in the hole. They were landing in front of it. So I put up a little fence, and that seemed to work pretty good. I went out to gather more wood on day 10, and while I was out, I saw another area that looked pretty nice. I also found a large cavern, and I did not want to be a man who falls in there.
Don't want to fall down there. You fall down there, game over immediately. I want to walk backwards.
While I was down there, I was finding a ton of iron.
Look at all this iron. Be a rich man. Finding iron everywhere.
I spent the entire next day down there too, and I almost fell in.
Ho 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 ho! That was wow. Almost walked in.
That night, I had to use the zombie hole technique again, and it worked like a charm. Yeah, this is good.
Old zombie hole never fails.
I mined all day on day 12, stacking lots and lots of cobble, which need this stuff. And I also got a lot of iron. I even made an iron shield, and things were going well. And then it got even better on the next day, because look at this, I found diamonds. Ah, wow, man with diamonds. When I got home, I made a diamond pickaxe, and then there was a lot of zombies outside, so I had to use the old zombie hole again. It was working, but it wasn't perfect, so I started thinking of ways that I could improve it. But you'll see more of that later, okay? I wanted to take a break from mining, so the next day I went exploring, and I found a door that was near that chemical tube before, so I went in.
Alright, there's some zombies. Let's get them out of here. Alright, come on out. We're gonna fight ya. Oh, original specimen. These are all original specimens. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. The body parts are filling the...
Like a bunker or something. Bunch of zombies in there. I killed them all. I saw there was like iron on the wall, iron blocks, but I felt like those were decorations and not meant to be taken by me, so as much as I wanted to take them, I left them. But I did get a bunch of building materials, and I headed home. Now that I finally had even better gear, I went back to the jail again.
I need to break the spawner. It's the only way this works.
But this time though, I had a plan, okay? A foolproof plan. I was going to tunnel to the spawners and destroy them. You know? Nice and easy. I was able to kill one, but the other could not tunnel to that one. That one was far, and I was not feeling brave enough to jump down and make the run, you know? So I left the jail and the town, and I went further down the road. And then I saw a sign.
Are you kidding me? Mata Tutu Town. I'm gonna go see what Mata Tutu Town is, obviously. This is it! There's, crabs in front of it. Okay. A lot of crabs. Are they crabs or are they spiders? Are they crabs or are they spiders? Hey, not bad. Little zombie right here. Oh, okay, there's a few more zombies now. Alright. Oh, some in there. Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, a few more. Okay. Okay, time to go, time to go, time to go home. Mata Tutu Town's not so good.
When I got home that night, I found a zombie on my wall. What's this guy doing?
How's that guy, how's he? Look at that, they're on my wall! Why is there so many on my walls? Oh my god! Oh, there's stuff here!
The next day I was feeling good. Felt like I could make that run in the jail, so I went there, and I did it. Killed the spawner and took a look around, see what was going on. There's like a jail cell with like 1,000 zombies in there. What's going on? Why is there so many men in there? Anyways, so I looted the place, I got some like iron, I got some meat, got a bunch of good stuff down there. It was good to do this. I also stopped by the bridge, and got some sand from underneath it. There's like no sand in this biome at all. No sand, and I was gonna need this stuff, so this was a good find. The next day I went to that military camp. That place I saw, that little guard tower a while ago. It was not good there. Like a man hanging or something.
Oh my god. What happened here?
I realized I could break these barriers and take them, and I spent a bunch of time doing that, which was big waste because I literally never touched these again. These just went straight to a chest and were never used. I also found a key card, which I assumed was going to be what would let me get into one of the locked buildings, but I did not want to do that now. It seemed like there's probably going to be something scary in there that I'd need to fight, so I decided to come back later and fight when I had more stuff, you know, I'm not dying right now. I left that place, went out, gathered more resources, and headed home. By this point, I had plenty of stuff, was feeling pretty good, thought I was going to be ready to build soon, but I couldn't stop thinking about that military compound. So I made a mistake. I decided to go back.
What the hell is that? Danger, spikes below. I almost walked into that. What is that?
I wanted to know what that pit did, so I knocked a zombie into it.
Oh my god, it's quicksand. It's quicksand. That's what I need. That's exactly what I need.
Next day I went back with 4 buckets, and I filled them with that stuff.
Quicksand bucket. It is quicksand. Okay.
Look at that. Wow. A man with quicksand. You can do a lot with quicksand, you know? So I also used a keycard and went into that building, and there was a zombie in there. Killed the man, and read his journal. I really like the look of the watchtower outside, and I thought that's something I want to build in my compound, so I took like a mental note of how it looked. I left the military checkpoint and went back to that swamp. Took a look around and thought, you know what? Not that many trees here. Ground is pretty flat, and I can see far around me. You know what? I'm a man who's gonna build right here. So the next day I was back, and I started building. The first thing I wanted to do was get up a nice, strong, tall wall, you know? Get that thing up right away so no one's getting into my area. I decided I was gonna build it out of metal bars, which looks very cool, but wow, it is very expensive. That iron could have went to many other uses that would have been much better than this. But you know what? It looks cool, okay? So that's all that matters. But iron was the least of my problems. Because things were about to get much more difficult. The virus was mutating for the first time. Okay, zombies, they're faster now, they deal more damage, and they're more deadly. Things are from this point forward, it's just gonna keep getting tougher and tougher every 10 days. I wanted to see just how strong these things were, you know? So in the morning, I tested it out, and just look at this. Imagine being out in a blood moon with these things. It's just gonna keep, and it's also gonna get worse and worse. I went back to that bunker where I left those iron blocks thinking that I was gonna leave them for decorations, and I had a very different opinion now. I was thinking, you know what, I'm taking those things, I need them. Got a big wall to build, need as much iron as I can get, so I made some iron bars and got working on that wall. When I got home that night, there was a zombie in my house.
I can hear them out there. Oh my god, one got in! How did you get in? How did that guy get in my house?
I was also kind of getting tired of having to use the zombie hole and trying to sleep and all this, so I just moved my bed downstairs underground, and that seemed to work. In the morning I said screw it, opened the door and went out and fought some zombies.
Oh my god, here they all come. Okay. Oh my god. Right now I can still fight them. Okay. I can still fight them, but that will become a problem.
Right now these things are manageable. I can deal with them. But I'm telling you, in the future, it gets so much worse. Even just one of these things can take a man down very easily. Anyways, I was back to working on the wall.
Zombies can't swim, right? Like, they're not going to be able to, like, go underwater and swim or anything. They're not going to go like, ooh, and come up on... I should fix it. Ooh, I can see that happening. Then they all get in. I'm like, oh, how'd they get in? I don't know, you didn't patch it correctly. Just fill this. But then I get this weird, like, water gap here. I don't like the look of that. I'll just put dirt underneath.
I was starting to get worried about my food situation. I was running out, and there weren't exactly too many food sources in this world. Why did I write that? I'm so dramatic when I write my notes. I wrote, quote, running out of food. May not make it. What do you mean, may not make it? It was fine. Pretty sure I found like a pig or something the next day. The bigger problem was iron. I was running out of it, and by day 22, I was very low. I was dipping into the reserves. So I set out to find more, and I thought there might be some in Matatutu town. But when I got there, I found something very different.
What's this say? In remembrance of our fallen friend Matatutu. It's a shrine for Matatutu. What do we got here? It's his meat. I'm not taking that meat. I'm hungry, but I'm not taking it. Are you kidding me?
I didn't find any iron, but I did find a house that had some hay or something. I don't know what this is supposed to be called. Anyways, this stuff right here, you can make bread out of this. I'm sure a lot of you already know that, but I didn't know about this till like just a few months ago. I found that you can turn this into bread. I thought you used it for like farm animals. I don't know. Very happy to find this. Day 23. I wrote in my notes. Almost died. And this timestamp.
What did that...
What have I done? What have I done? Where's the water? That was so stupid. I don't even need to be going this way. Why did I do that? Why do I do stuff like that? I'm not going to survive 100 days if I keep doing stuff like that. I'm going to die to something like that. I have to stop and not do that stuff again.
Hey, what happened there? I don't know. I'm writing the script right now without looking at the footage, so whatever that was, just played on screen. Hey, hope you like that. I have no idea what that was. Anyways, I was working on the wall some more, and I nearly finished it. Technically, I did, because all that was left was 2 gates. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm actually done. I think that's actually enough.
The following day I was back, and I finally finished the walls and the gates. I also wanted to have a completely flat land, so I filled all that in, and then went home. I was chased by a bunch of zombies.
See, right now this is fine, but coming home eventually is going to be so risky. When all these guys can outrun me.
Same thing the next day, I just worked on filling holes, you know? And then I got chased home again.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Not doing that. See that? That's something you don't want to see.
Now that I had the compound perimeter secure, I could start planning where I wanted things to go. The first thing I wanted to build was a farm, so that I had food throughout the building process and I wouldn't have to leave to look for- I just wanted a farm in place. It's very important to get that up, so I started building that. I grabbed all those seeds I found back at the hardware store and I planted them. I never know if I'm setting up a farm right, so tell me if I set this up right or wrong. I don't know, but it worked, so I guess it's fine. Now I wanted to build the guard tower, so I made some spruce fences and grabbed some pine cones and went back to the compound. When I got there, a man had gotten inside.
Whatever, I'll have to go up there again eventually. How much health I've been losing? Oh, first man to make it in! You should get a prize! Really, you should get a prize, but I have no way of keeping you. I don't have a name tag. Look at this guy, got no eye. Oh! How'd you lose your eye? I feel like I should keep you. But I can't. Oh! Okay, now you're in a... There you go.
I planted some trees inside my base, and then some outside. I thought that maybe if I had a bunch of trees outside, it might like block sight lines, zombies might not be able to see light, and this is just a win-win. I also expanded my farm a little bit, and built the frame of the guard tower. It's coming along nicely, alright? This whole place is looking pretty good. On my way back that night, I wanted to know what would happen if I went into quicksand, so I tried that out.
What happens if I go in here? I'm not going in there. You can't get out. If you go in it, you can't get out. That's what happens. You just can't get out.
Next day, I just worked on the guard tower more. I got to the top part, and I used slabs to do it. Yeah, what do you think about slabs? You like these things? Yeah, I see a lot of them in this video. I just started using them recently, and wow. I really like slabs. You can do a lot of cool stuff with these things. Anyways, I wasn't totally happy with how the tower looked. I wanted more contrast between the wood colors. When I came back the next day, the trees I had planted it spawned a snail. Look at these guys.
Lighten that up a little bit. Hey, look at this! The snails! They love it! They love it there.
I also replaced the side of the tower with some oak walls, which I thought this looked pretty good.
It doesn't connect unless I do that, but that looks... Yeah, see, I can like... There's no fear of going over. I can't accidentally jump over that too.
After that, I built the roof of the guard tower, and I was pretty happy with how it turned out. A man up here, he can see a lot. Take a look around the whole compound, you know? Take everything in, make sure everything's going well, no zombies breaking in. This was good. I also added a ladder so that I could get up and down easily, and when I did, zombies came.
Oh, look at this. Got a lot of them coming now. Oh, almost dropped through there.
The only thing that I wanted to change about the tower was that I wanted the supports to be a little thicker. Alright, the virus mutated again. Just, wow. Try not to die. Anyways, I went back to the compound and replaced the supports with spruce bark walls. A little bit thicker, they're darker, and I just think it looks nice. When a bunch of zombies showed up, they could not get in. It was good. Then I noticed something. Blood moon.
Blood moon is rising. Go, 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 go. This is really bad. Oh my god, this is what I was afraid of. I was afraid of getting caught out here with the blood moon. Oh no, 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 okay. Okay, I'm a man who's in danger. I'm a man who's in danger, but that's fine. That is fine. They're gonna spawn any second. They're gonna spawn any second. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. There's five. There's six. There's 7, there's 8, there's 9, there's 10. There's 11, there's 12, there's too many of them. There's too many. Get back. Oh, there's one in my house. Why are you in here? Close the door.
Made it back to the house, climbed on the roof, and just took a big long look at all those zombies outside. Imagine all these men trying to get in your house. Yeah, just think about that for a second. I was when one of these guys spawned on my roof and nearly knocked me down into that horde where I would have just been torn to shreds. Anyways, got me thinking. This virus is just gonna keep mutating. It's gonna get stronger and stronger, and eventually these things, they're gonna knock down my walls and get in. What can I do if that happens? I mean, a man's gotta get out of there. Yeah, he's gotta get out of there quick. This was the single best decision I had made in this entire thing. If I didn't come up with evacuation plans, you would not be watching this video right now, okay? And you will see that later on. So I went downstairs and I started making some rails. In the morning, I still couldn't get out of my house. The zombie hole wasn't working as well as I wanted it to, but I kind of knew how to fix it. However, I wasn't going to do it here because there was no point in doing it in this house since I was leaving soon, so I just put it in the pile of ideas for the compound defenses. So I just lured the zombies away.
Oh my god, look at all of them. They're coming for me. These men are coming. Oh my god, and I forgot they're faster. They're still coming. I gotta lure them away. Look at this, the horde's coming.
I went back to the compound and I planted a bunch of pumpkin seeds around the swamps that were outside. I'm gonna need these things to make iron golems, you know? Those things are good. I also lured 2 chickens into my compound.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 2 chickens. Man with 2 chickens. Come on. Gotta get you home. Come on in, you love it in here. And then, give you a little treat. There you go.
The next day I got some sheep, and boom, just like that. I was a man with a guard tower, a very secure wall, a wheat farm, and now I had livestock. You know what I didn't have? A house. I hadn't even started building my house yet. I knew that I wanted it to be in the middle of the compound though, so that zombies, if they stacked up around the fence, my bed was far enough away that they wouldn't stop me from sleeping. But there was still some more stuff to do before I did that. I needed to build a zombie hole 2.0. I needed it. So I planned where that was gonna go. Day 33, it was a good day. I got back to the compound and I started digging out a tunnel that I was going to use to lure zombies to Zombie Hole 2.0. And I'm telling you, if you were a fan of Zombie Hole 1, you're going to love this one, okay? Hey, you know what? If you were a fan of Zombie Hole, why didn't you leave a comment saying like, I love Zombie Hole 2.0? Something like that. Okay, that's a good comment right there. I wanted to make sure that these men could see me, you know? So remember that sand I got? Boom. Finally got a use for it, so I made some glass, and I made a glass ceiling so that when I walked through the tunnel, all the guys could take a look down, see me walking through there, and they could follow me right into the zombie hole. A glass ceiling. I stayed out a little too late working on this tunnel, and a bunch of zombies spawned, so I had to avoid them while I ran home. The next day I worked on the tunnel more, and yet again, I stayed out a little too late, and on my way home, I almost died.
Oh my god. Oh my god. My god, I thought the river was gonna be hard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was close. They almost got me there.
I made it home though, but I had officially ran out of food, which was the whole reason I made a farm and stuff, and but it wasn't ready yet. So tomorrow, I had to figure that out. I found some sheep and killed and cooked them, which dealt with my hunger, at least for now. I got to the compound and finally made a cage around the zombie hole. So I didn't need to worry about any of those guys clinging to the sides and getting in. It looked good, you know? I set up a water system above the tunnel. I've seen people do weird stuff with water where they get like things to float down it or whatever. My idea was to use that to help push these men into the hole, but I think I did it wrong. I also wasn't sure if the tunnel was too far below the surface so the zombies to even see me, even with the glass. So I added slabs, look, using slabs again, which made me closer to the surface and it seemed to work. The zombies could see me. Anyways, I spent the whole night working on it. The next day, almost died again. Yeah, but this time, this was my fault.
Look at that. That would have been it. That would have been it.
I also got some more slabs for the zombie tunnel. It was a good day. I replaced the glass chute with railings, which stopped zombies from getting stuck, and I could see down into the hole a little bit better. So that was good. But then while I was working on building my house, another blood moon.
Another blood moon? Are you kidding me? Another one? They're gonna spawn inside this thing and I'll die. But maybe I won't make it home. I'm not gonna make it home.
But this time, I chose to stay in the compound because it was stupid to run home. I don't know why I was doing that before. Not only was it dangerous because I had to leave the safety of the compound walls, but I also had to... I couldn't sleep anyway, so what was the point of going home? Just unnecessary risk. So I climbed up the tower and took a look at the horde. Just look at that. It was also a good opportunity to test out Zombie Hole 2.0, and you know what? It worked great. Hell yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's working.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself. It works okay. I still had to lead a portion of them away in the morning, which I will not be able to do this soon when the zombies are faster. Once that was done, I went back to the zombie pit and made some adjustments. I made it wider so zombies could fall in easier. I also changed the water system above it and used signs. So, I don't know. I think this worked better. This is Zombie Hole 3.0 now. If you love Zombie Hole 2.0, you're gonna love Zombie Hole 3.0, I'm telling you. Hey, you know what? Why don't you leave a comment saying you love Zombie Hole 3.0 if you're for you Zombie Hole fans out there. Okay. Yeah, I can't hear the zombies sneaking up on me anymore. I used to hear them growl or something when they were targeting me. That's gone. Can't hear them anymore. You know in movies when someone just is like standing there talking to someone and all of a sudden, boom, boom, zombie tags a man. And you're like, hey, where'd that zombie come from? That's what's gonna... That is now active here. Only an idiot can get bit by a zombie that way. Anyway, so where was I? So I went back to Matatutu town because I needed lava. You know what? I'm calling it lava from now on. You see hundreds of comments saying you're saying lava wrong. I don't care. I'm saying lava. That's how it is now, okay? So I went to Matatutu town looking for the stuff, and could not find it. No, could not. But I finally went into this big church. Yeah, that big spooky one up there. I thought, you know what? Let's see what's going on in there. So I went in.
Oh! First things first, I saw some stuff I like, but I'm gonna get rid of those. Oh my god, look at all this gold. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. Okay, I gotta stash some stuff. I got too much stuff.
Look at all this gold. I found it upstairs and wow, I was a rich man. Next I went down to the basement and a lot of zombies down there, but you know what? I'm no idiot. I decided to climb and like kind of tunnel my way over to the spawner and destroy it. Definitely not jumping down there and trying to fight those things. You don't want to be pinned in a basement with a bunch of zombies around you. Big mistake. So I got that done and look at this. An enchanting table here and an enchanted blade up in the picture frame. So I got that and that's pretty good. But I had a feeling, you know what, it might be nighttime. So I wanted to leave and yeah, well, remember I just said that you don't want to be a guy pinned in the basement with zombies?
Oh! Oh, okay. Okay, they're coming down. There's a lot of them coming down. Oh. Okay. Oh my god.
I ran into this room and eventually I tunneled out and killed a bunch of them. When I climbed out of the basement, the church was totally surrounded by infected. And look, you can see just how fast these guys were. Look at that. That is a fast man right there. Eventually I made a break for it and I ran home.
Oh my god! Oh my god. That one zombie almost killed me.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that thing tagged me. That's exactly what happens in the movies. You don't hear the zombie and boom, it's too late, you know? Day 41. I was still a man who did not have lava, so I went to mine. But I was nervous since zombie hordes could now spawn down there. Not just one or two zombies, you get a whole horde down there. Imagine that. Didn't take me long, but I found some lava. Got a bucket, filled it up, brought it up to the surface, and then to the compound. Then I took that lava and poured it in the zombie hole, and boom, now this thing is deadly now. And then, you know what happened? Another blood moon. But hey, you know what? It wasn't a big deal, because now I had a chance to test this thing, and Zombie Hole 3, it was good.
There we go. And then, they fall down and they burn. Yes, that's, okay, good. There it is. See, this is what I was thinking of. Look at that. This is how you deal with the zombies.
Hey, anyone still counting how many zombies I killed on screen? Yeah, good luck. There's like 1 million right here. I wanted to leave the zombie tunnel and, look at that. Little arm poking out through the wall. What's that all about?
That should be a good look. See that? This man's waiting for me right around the corner. So I come here. Boom, he's there. See that? Oh, oh, oh! A few more of them. How many got into my house? Look, there's... It's like the whole horde got in.
After I dealt with that, I realized I needed to get the best results with the zombie hole. I just needed to stand right by the pit, right here. This was enough. A couple zombies would see me standing here, they'd go for me, they'd get stuck in the water, start moaning, yelling, and then that would attract more zombies, and before you know it, everyone was going in the hole. It was good. In the morning, I cleared out the rest of the compound and dumped the rest of the horde into the zombie hole, and then I finally started building my house. I worked on the house throughout day 43 and then again on day 44. I was a working man, working hard on the deck. When I saw, yeah, look at that, another blood moon rising. Starting to feel like that, what was it, like 22% chance right now? I was feeling more like 96% or something like that. It seemed like I was getting a lot of blood moons. Very unlucky man. On top of that, all these guys were still spawning in my compound. What's going on here? This is a lot of zombies spawning. So I put more torches down to try to stop it. Then I headed down into the zombie tunnel and felt like my man Obi-Wan, you know, sitting up here on the high ground watching those guys burn down there. You ever see that movie? After doing that for a little bit, I wanted to go see how the compound was doing and if my torches worked. And no, they did not.
So many are spawning in my compound. Like, look at this. You should never have this many in here.
Next day, kept working on the house. Just a man working hard, you know? And then, look at this! Wow! Another blood moon. Hey, what's going on here?
That's 2 blood moons in a row. That's 2 in a row. What are the chances?
I put even more torches up, which helped prevent those guys from spawning in my compound, but now I really wanted an iron golem. Having one of those guys walking around would help deal with the problem in case some others somehow spawned inside. So I worked on the house throughout the night and got started on the roof.
No man should be building his house in these conditions.
In the morning, I brought the remaining zombies into the hole, went out, got wood, came home, and worked on the house. Night started falling, and I was very happy to see that it was not a blood moon that night. So for the first time, I slept in the compound. It was nice. The next day, I added trapdoors to the windows, which, this doesn't really do anything, but you know what? It looks cool. It kind of makes it look like it's boarded up and more secure. I also did some other stuff, but I forget what that was. Day 48. I made a ton of torches using the dead wood I gathered, and I spammed them all over the compound. Absolutely no more zombies should be spawning here, alright? I also decided that I wanted a second floor in the house, which ended up being a very good choice, as you will see later. It also gives the house more depth, and hey look! What's that in the corner there? Another blood moon!
No, another blood moon, not another blood moon.
Since I had spammed so many torches, the only place zombies were spawning was on my unlit roof, and I can fix that pretty easy. Despite having my compound totally surrounded, I was happy with how it was looking and how things were going. I was out of wood, so the next day I went to get more, but I ended up climbing into this cave to get iron instead.
Oh, this is nice, walking over a dark... Look at that, just the eyes in the cavern. One guy. That cannot get to me, not yet at least.
Little expeditions like this are getting more and more risky. I'm far from home, and if there's a blood moon, I will become a dead man. Nothing more, nothing less. I need to be smart about what I'm doing here and where I'm going. I can't be getting distracted by stuff.
Look at that, that thing's attacking the... octopus. Look at that. It's going after the octopus! Oh! Yeah, not dealing with that, leaving.
Came back home with enough iron to make an iron golem, and I harvested one of my look, what's going on here, by the way? Why is there a face on this pumpkin? Is that supposed to be there? So I used that, and I made an iron golem.
My man, how's it going? Doing good? Gotta give you a name. I'm gonna name you, Balbar. Balbar, have I used that one before? Sounds familiar. Balbar, I like him.
Hey, don't bother with that name. I never called him that again. I started calling him Igor almost immediately. And you know what? Me and my man Igor, we were ready for the next mutation. Okay, not only are these guys do more damage, but they also will now follow me for much longer. They will follow me right home. Hey, I love that. That's good. First thing I wanted to know was how my man Igor would handle one of these guys.
Okay, Igor, or whatever your name was, take him down. Take him down! You just moved out of the way. You didn't do anything. Okay, there we go. Now get this other guy. Take him out. Boom! Look at that. That's how you do it. All right.
I spent the day working on the roof, and you know what? I was happy there wasn't a blood moon when I went to bed that night. And the next day, it was more of the same. I just worked on the roof, second floor, and I added a nice balcony. Look at this. Looking real good, my mans. Real good. I planted a bunch of spruce trees outside my compound. The same reason as before, thinking, hey, more cover, less light coming out, and less zombies. That's a good thing. And the next day, day 52. You know what they say about day 52? Put half a balcony roof up. That's what I did. Tried to make it look nice, and I think it looked pretty good. I also crafted some stone slabs, which I needed more of. By the end of the day, though, I was just happy with how everything was looking.
Okay, that's looking good. That is looking real good.
The trees seemed like they were working the next day when the zombies that were outside looked like they were confused. Confused guys, I don't know. I needed even more iron, though. Needed way more. So I went down into the cave and I got some, and wow, almost walked to my death again.
Okay. I forgot what my shift key was there. Almost walked off.
Found a good amount of iron down there. You know what they say, a man who has a lot of iron is a man who's gonna live to past day 90. That's what I was hoping for. It was good I didn't stay out too long, because it was another blood moon night. My favorite. I closed all the shutters on my house. This does absolutely nothing at all, but it feels cool. And my compound was holding. The zombies weren't getting inside, and they didn't seem to notice me on my roof. Except for this guy.
Except for that guy. What the hell is that guy doing there? I need a bow. I need a bow.
I tried to get my man Igor to fight him, but no, Igor was not interested.
Alright, Igor. Come on, Igor. Does it need to hit me for you to attack it, Igor? Igor, my man. Let's go. Zombie right there. Gonna walk right past you. Does this guy need to hit me, Igor? Here, I'm gonna stand next to you, Igor. Tell me what happens if he hits me. Okay, ready? Oh! Nothing. My man Igor does not care about this man. Igor, please. There's a man in here.
So with everything built now, my house and the basic foundation of the compound, it was time to start thinking about defenses and making more traps, because as it is right now, zombies would just tear through this place on day 90. Well, that's what I had to shift my focus to. I had an idea about a note block. You know those things? They make sound. And there's one thing these zombies love. Sound. They love it. They can't get enough of it. They just like walking right to the sound. Doesn't matter where it is, what it is, they just walk right to it and they're nutty. So I wanted to use this to my advantage, and I thought, what if I can get a note block to just play sounds over and over and over again on repeat? And what if I place that block away from my house? And maybe it would lure zombies away from the walls. So that's what I wanted to do. But here's the thing, I'm a man who knows absolutely nothing about redstone whatsoever. Redstone repeater. The name sounded like it would make something repeat, but when I crafted it, it did not do that. So I had to look up a YouTube tutorial from 2012, where someone told me all about them, and I kind of figured it out later. But that night, I shifted focus to something else that I wanted to build. Another layer of defense, and that was a bunker. Let me tell you about bunkers, okay? A man without a bunker is an idiot, and I do not want to be an idiot, so I started making one. I worked on it throughout the day, and then that night, wow, look at this, another blood moon. However, at this point, I was feeling pretty confident with my compound, and so I thought, you know what, I'll just keep working on stuff, doesn't matter, there's no way zombies are getting in. I dug the bunker deep, I'm telling you, I kept digging until I couldn't hear any zombies on the surface, and none in any caverns that were nearby. Okay, I gotta tell you right now, this is very important, because come day 90, when the virus mutates enough, zombies that can hear me, they will just dig straight through stone and get me. So I was making a secure bunker. It is not secure if it's near a cavern, so I had to be smart about this. I worked on the bunker throughout the next day, and I got wood, made some furnaces, and started making some charcoal. Then I shifted my focus back to making the distraction device. Thanks to that tutorial from 2012, I knew exactly how to make this thing.
So here's the theory. I put this down, and right here I do this. I do that. I do that. I do that. Then I go boom, 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 boom. And if I study this correctly, I do this, I place this, I break it. Now I have this flashing, and I go boom, boom. There it is.
The next day, I made a second golem. Meet my man Igor 2. Technically Igor 3, but don't worry about that. Love this brave Iron Man. Love him. So I set up the distraction device outside my house, and the thing, look at it, it works. Or at least I think it will. Zombies will hear the note block, walk over to it, and then hopefully fall in a pit and die. But there was one thing about this. It was very, very annoying. It was a constant beep.
This thing is annoying.
I did not want to be listening to that for 44 days. If I had to listen to that, I would become a zombie, I'm telling you. So what I wanted to do was make it so that during a blood moon, I would just run outside and turn it on, and then quickly run back inside, and when the blood moon was over, turn it off. So I started building that, but the problem was I ran out of redstone. My plan was to go back to the old house tomorrow and get some. But when I got there, there was no redstone. I do not know why I thought I had some here, but I did, and I went all the way back. Good news was, though, that I remembered where there was redstone, at a chemical pipe place. So I went there and got some. When I got back, I decided I wanted to hide the redstone under the grass so you wouldn't see it, and I did that. Started working on it until nightfall, and then I went inside. I was back the next day working on it, and I accidentally went prone. You ever go prone in Minecraft? Didn't even know you could do this.
What is going on with my view? What have I done to my view? Why am I an ant? What is going on? Why am I so small? How am I laying down? You can't even lay down in Minecraft. What have I done? Why am I laying down? This is not part of the game. Up! Get up! You can't be laying down out here. Shift C, wait. Shift C goes prone. Shift 1. Okay. That was very weird.
Got the device built, and I wanted to test